Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio.
Yeah.
The world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tunes. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I Shawn, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yes, we are in the building, y'all. Let's go.
Early. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. We appreciate y'all early. You already know what it is, man. It's the bearded one. Yeah.
S.I Shawn, baby. Let's go.
And we in the building, man. We sorry we late, but the storm wasn't playing.
Yeah, right? Definitely was real rainy out there, kid.
It's ridiculous outside.
Factory.
But if you tuned in, that means that you stuck inside too.
Damn.
So with that being said,
Yeah.
shout to y'all. Thanks for rocking with us. You already know what it is, man. Don't forget, drop your name, drop a comment so we can shout you out. You already know what it is.
Factory.
Shout to everybody who's rocking with us, and we only got one thing to say.
Car
show season is back. But unfortunately,
yeah,
car shows these days can be wild.
Yeah, they could be a little bit on the boring side of things.
And we got to keep it a buck.
Yeah, gotta keep it a bean when I'm out there. Like,
got to keep it a bean.
It definitely gets tiresome. You feel me?
What's the part of it that you can't stand? Let's go.
You know, honestly, like I really enjoy looking at them, but I cannot help but wonder, what can this thing do? So I get tired of looking like, where's the action at? I want to see what this thing is about. Got all these nice shiny parts on it.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
But that was wild crazy.
It's a little bit, son. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention.
Trying to keep it clean, man.
Sly Fox, what's good? Shout out to my guy, Sly Fox.
Let's go,
He's
Sly
in the
Fox.
building early. Let me see. We already wilding with the sounds. You know that. Man.
Let's go.
Shout out to my guy, Sly Fox, for tuning in. We appreciate you early. With that being said, I said the same thing. I said, even when we first started doing the speed and greets or whatever, we did it because after a while of standing around and get corny.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how long can you stand around for?
You be shocked, kid. These dudes nowadays, they be standing around looking at each other. Yo. Yo, I got like 900 horsepower, be skipping legs and knees, paws. They be going kind of crazy. Shout out to my guy, D-Nice. He's in the building early.
D-Nice.
We appreciate you.
Let's go.
They be like this, like, yo, car's hot, son. Check it out. You be like, like, yo, I got the twin turbo with the supercharger going on.
Yeah.
Be dead serious, too.
Absolutely. You know what's funny, right? I remember we went to that, what was that joint in Jersey that time? What was it called? Not Weckfest or something like that.
No. It wasn't Weckfest or nothing crazy like that. Shout out to my guy.
It was something, right?
Shout out to Anthony Green.
Let's go, Anthony Green.
It's my guys in the building early.
Let's go. So we out there. I remember this Ford G37. It was hot.
Oh,
right?
We went, that was you know what that was?
Nah, I forgot the name.
Oh man, it was that was a nice little car meet. It was on the airport hangar.
Yeah, exactly. Had the F40 and hangar and everything like that. Right? So I'm looking at the G37. Yo, I'm telling you, son, it was done up, son. Engine glazed over. It was crazy, right? I see the brakes. Two-piece mean big brake setup, right?
Yes.
I'm like, this is hot, but what can it do?
Facts.
And that's my whole premise with it. Like, I see these cars, I'm like, yo, they done right, or it looks right. What can they do, son?
Shout to Zoom for Zoom. He's in the building too early. I understand what you're saying, son.
And it's like, all right, cool, I get it. You leave it up.
Sorry.
You
apologize.
Like, you leave it up to our imaginations. I get it, but I want to see it in action. So I'm like,
sheesh, this guy.
All right, man. Like, I'm trying to keep it clean. This is a family show, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it clean. And the bed want to go D right now.
He's trying for the most part, but It was sounding okay, and then he was like, "That's what see the shiny parts, what it could do." Boy,
yo, he's wilding right now. He's wilding. Even when we seen the F40 with the two intercoolers in the back, I'm like, yo, I want to see this thing on the track.
So here's the thing, right? They don't have that car meet anymore, and I forget what was the name. We used to go every year. It was in October.
Yeah.
I remember. Shout out to my guy Cedric Melbourne.
Yeah, I was about to say Coney definitely was the guy driving us there.
Yeah, he drove us out there, and we was like, wow, man, I love it. And they still have another one. They call it something else now. But I will say, however, whenever I go to car meet, that's what I say to myself too. Like I would love to see these cars on the road. And I think now with the introduction of EV cars, it's like, what is there to show me at a car show?
Damn.
That's true. What are you showing me? Shout to Big Ant. You already know what it is. He tuned in early.
Go.
He said, what up, what up, what up? Those are called show ponies.
Damn.
He's right. Sorry. Car show season is back, but it's whack sometimes.
Yo, man, I mean, I haven't really even when we went to don't get me wrong, even when we went to what was it called? And Import Fest. Import Fest was cool. But you seen all these wild cars. Remember they had the freaking
Import Fest in Canada, by the way. In Toronto, we did take a drive.
That was hot. But yo, you remember that turbocharged and supercharged? I think it was a Starlet. Do you remember that, John?
I do. It was brown. I have
the exactly. Yeah. I was like, yo, what would this thing do on a road course?
Nothing. It had too many shiny parts.
Too many shiny parts on it. Oh,
but
man,
shout to Marlon, resident Toyota guy. He said not every car person is into speed. He said a performance just like show and shine, to each his own. I hear you. Sometimes we just gotta eat, and say that's what it is. Shout to DJ Official BOA.
Let's go.
Shout to him. He said major facts about EV car shows. That's my thing. It's like, well, what do we do with it? Like when you go to a car show, and this is what I really mean. When you go to a car show, a lot of times you may see inspiration. You may see a car that's yours or like yours and is built, and you're like, yo, I can't wait, man. I want to do something like this.
Similar, okay.
You know what I mean? Something similar like that. And it could inspire you.
Sure.
Right? And then you see some cars and you just like, you may laugh at them, even though as automotive guys now, we do downplay the vehicular treason that's going on out there, right? And then you may see some cars where you're like, there's no way this sits in the street every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like you have so many different things. But shout them all. It's an EV car show. Why? And not only that, it's just that the EV cars are they're invading.
But you know what though? I mean, they could be a show pony too. It's the same thing because it's not all about speed, right? So they could come through, hang out a little bit, show off a couple batteries or something. But it's just like one of the you know what I'm saying? One of the people listening said it's like it's not all about speed.
I mean, here's the thing. Yo. All right.
Yo, so you got a supercharger and a turbocharger on it. It's about speed. It's nothing else. It's nothing else.
You're right about that.
So you got this wicked setup on here. You trying to tell me it ain't about speed no more?
And you know what? And you're
what
right.
Is it? You got these all AAA tires on it, so you're not trying to get no grip. I'm confused.
You know what, man? Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You already know what it is, man. You know who we are and what you're listening to. If you don't, this is Rally Radio, the automotive podcast. We like to bring automotive news, and we like to bring different views about different things that's going on in the automotive community. And with that being said, there's a lot of different things. I'm starting to notice a lot of car shows popping up. We will be visiting some car shows tomorrow. It will be interesting. We will be making sure that we let our listeners know what's going on.
Factory.
But for the most part, it's like when you think about it, we're not really, we've gotten away from what makes a car show great.
Yeah.
And it's not always these little slim little Chinese joints bouncing around like they got back out there. Like, baby got back. Like, get off my car, ma'am. That is, I'm gonna need you to step away from the vehicle.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like, that's a fact.
Who introduced that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I get it. But at the end of the day, it's not my thing. Shout to DJ Official BOA. He said cars turning into consumer convenience. Tells you the weather, play games, app integration, basically driving iPhone with subscription.
Sheesh.
Yo, we don't have a sound effect that says you wait. Yes, we do.
No, we got some.
We gotta have.
We got a good one.
That because it was money right there. That was one more. That was
fact. Again, yeah. Uh-huh.
And we got iPhone with subscriptions. He's 1,000. Yo, shout to
wild,
DJ
son.
Official BOA. He's 100% right.
But you know what happens is I was thinking about it too. So, we complain about how the vehicle don't have this, it doesn't have this, right? Doesn't have that or whatever.
Right.
And you think about it, right? You think they try to make it more for our convenience. In all reality, it's just more of a distraction, though.
Oof.
Right? When you think about it, right? What's the point of really having something that you could log up apps to? What's the point of that?
I don't know. But
Right?
then again, you're going to tell me that I can't have my phone in my hand when I'm driving. What's the difference between me messing with my phone and messing with the infotainment center on your screen while you drive?
It's not even that user-friendly because it got so much stuff on this, huh?
Say it again. That's what I'm talking about.
It's not even user-friendly because it has so many different apps and ways to get to it. It's not like straightforward.
You got to go through folder. Shout to my guy, Anthony Green. Once again, he said, when I go to a car show, I am looking for the next best thing for my money's worth. I am mainly staying luxury, so it's about what's new coming to the car. And I am looking for the power of the vehicle as well. So this is what I mean. You're looking for the power, but a lot of times, like even when we go to the auto show, and yes, we are going to the auto show. Rally Radio will be in the building for the 2024 auto show at Jacob Javits. However, many a times I went there to go find wheel cleaner, or because you get a lot of those vendors that be out there and the stuff be half off. Great, shout to my man.
That's a fact. You ain't lying right there. That's real. That's real right there.
You know what I mean? On top of that, you just may find an intercooler for half off. We will hope for that.
Son. You ain't lying right there.
Shout to S. Is that SP? Shout to SP to Dawn is in the building.
Let's go. Yo, carry on. Carry on.
Continue.
I was gonna say with the whole car show thing, right? It's like I remember I used to go all the time as a kid, right? And I used to love to see what new sports cars is coming out, right?
Right. That's
where I was at with it. Don't get me wrong, the luxury segment is cool too, but I was looking for that next hot sports car. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, another thing I was thinking about. Why do sports cars have heated seats?
So you don't want to get up. I don't know. I mean, that was them adding a little bit of luxury into it.
But why?
My Type R.
You taking it away, Karen.
My Type R don't.
Come on, son. Why is that?
Type R don't have.
Why is that? Because they trying to reduce the weight.
Not even that, and them Recaros don't heat up so well.
And they manual, right? Fully manual seats.
Yes.
Come on,
fully
son.
Manual seats. I got to pull the front to slide the seat back.
Come on, son.
You know, somebody at my job asked me that. Shout to everybody who work for transit. That's what I'm talking about. He asked me, he said, yo, son.
Yeah.
You got a brand new car with the little pull grip so you can slide the seat back? I said, yo, son.
Yeah.
You got a brand new Ultima over there with the 16-seat adjustable? There we go. You know what I'm saying? Not to knock anybody with Ultimas. We do understand they have Ultima love out there. It's crazy out there. You know what I'm saying? But shout to SP, said EVs are like gremlins. They just show up looking for civilization, just start ruining everything. There go. Could we get another money? That was hilarious, by the way. And shout to DJ Official BOA. He said, one more, y'all. BMW with subscriptions for heated steering wheels and other features. It's a slippery slope. Shaking my head. Keep up the content, y'all. Appreciate you.
Factory, 100%. 100%.
Shout to DJ Official BOA. He got a point though, and we talked about that.
Yeah.
Eventually, they right now they charging you for heated seat steering wheels. Then it's gonna be horsepower. Then it's gonna be safety.
But safety is gonna be a tricky one. That's gonna be a tricky one. But wasn't Mercedes freaking charging for the horsepower or the gigawatts out one of the EVs or something like that? I remember we was talking about that.
Gigawatts. Now what'd you say?
Mercedes was charging people.
Yeah, $1,200 a year subscription for horsepower. That's what they're doing right now. Shout to the Facebook user. He said nobody checking for EV car shows to look at batteries. Negative. Shout to it's not showing us your name, but you already know we have an idea. Shout to a Facebook user. He said GutterballRally meetup will be my car show.
Let's go. That's it right there.
He look, money shot. That's what I'm talking about. Paul. That was great. Now money shot. That was wild. But He's 100% right. And shout to DJ Official. He said Tesla does it now. Yes, they do.
Hold on. Let's not let that one go past us now. The money shot. Hold on. This is a family show, so you.
Yeah, I'm wilding. Shout to Sly Fox. My bad, Sly Fox.
Let's
shout to Sly Fox with that comment. We appreciate you early.
But you know what's funny though, right? Okay, the EV, everything with the EVs, right? They could be a show pony too.
They could, however,
I'm saying because you got the cars with the turbos on there, all this good stuff, big brake kit, and they're just that's it.
But my problem is that it's not a car.
Damn,
it's not a car, and we're gonna talk about that today. They
do carry coolant though. They got coolant in there for them batteries though. They got coolant.
Do they? Why they always catching fire then? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Shout to DJ Official BOA. I'm gonna say this, right? At the end of the day, car show season is back. But don't forget, what's some of the things that you really gonna be looking forward to this year? Like, what are some of the things that I'm looking forward to? You know what I'm looking forward to?
What's that?
I want to see a 400Z.
You're gonna laugh. So
I have not seen one. Have you seen one?
Yeah, I done probably seen about 3 of them out in the wild. So one day I'm going home, right? And I see a white one parked up.
Yes.
Just parked.
So you never seen one moving?
No, I have. So another day I'm going home again.
Okay.
Right? I'm on Middle Country Road or whatever like that.
We got a caller.
Okay, who we got?
We got a caller. Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Brother Green, my brother.
Oh,
Brother Green.
Let's go.
My guy Green. What's
Let's
going
go,
on,
Green.
my brother?
You know what I'm saying? Yo, we talking today. Last 2 weeks he was on hold. We talked about the Mercedes. And I was just listening to him talking about whether Mercedes charging the EV. I was waiting for him to say something bad about it. Like, shout out to Doghouse.
I gotta say this though,
That's
Green.
real.
You know what? Mercedes-Benz has definitely, they always to me been about like a power luxury. I can't say like they've always had a regalness to the car, but they've always had bullish power.
Yeah, but they was always
like they was always putting out 500 and better.
They was always pigs though. Like they was like,
see, you hear that treason right
there?
Nah,
I'm not. It's not treason. You know what it is? You know why it's not treason? It's not treason.
You just got off the doghouse. Are you gonna start?
Nah, you know why it's not treason? Because, like you said, like Mercedes they do come with a decent amount of power on them, right? But they don't promote, this is a driving car though. But they don't do that.
No, they want you to figure that out.
But you don't ever figure it out because they never come with a clutch. That's number one.
Oh, he's talking.
They bring it with the luxury. They want you to come because that's the luxury style of touch of class. So if you're looking at different automotive and you're looking at the grade of the automotive, especially if it's a luxury car, they trying to outclass the BMWs, the Audis. They trying to outclass these cars. They bring in the power to the car. Some of them bring a lot of power to the car. They bring
that's
so
true.
It can stand out. Because you got to look at it. If you look at certain cars and certain classes of cars,
yes.
What would sway you away from a Charger? What kind of would the Mustang sway you away from the Charger? Because then you're going to see what kind of suspension, what kind of power they got in that car. So it's like they all going to compete against each other. But then when you look at the Corvettes, and you say, yo, that's a nice car.
Yes.
But there ain't that many cars around in the market that can compete with the Corvette in a price range. Because it's all about
price range. That is the key. That is the key. And you know what is funny that you say even Mercedes, because I feel like at the end of the day, there's some 63s that we ain't showing no love to. We got to cut that out. They got some black series out there that's monsters. That's the thing. And that's what I say about Benz. It's like they have these cars that we'll never be able to afford that are like monsters.
Yeah, but
they got shit.
But what happened for me, I feel like what happened was when they tried to compete with BMW back in the day with the M3, and once they got slaughtered, they really left that alone after that. Yeah, absolutely.
What was the comparison?
Handling.
No,
from the E30.
What car? See, here we go.
What was that? What
was compared to an M3 at that time?
What was it, son?
They never really had nothing out there on the market like that.
That's not
accurate. Could you say it again?
What about the race car?
But
go ahead.
If we want to talk about slaughtered, BMW came with that. What is that? That 6 Series, the egg-shaped car, the 6 Series, the SUV, where they crushed it down to a sports car. When they combined that sports car and the SUV together, when they came with that 6 Series.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's the Gran Turismo.
What's that?
Not the Gran Turismo version.
What you talking about?
It's I know what you're talking about.
The SUV they have.
And it's
SUV.
It came out a couple years ago. I know what you're talking about. Go ahead, I'm listening.
It flooded the streets.
Yes.
When it had electrical problems. Mercedes went back and made the same damn vehicle look damn near the same way and made it a 9-speed and everything else. And
which is what sales got. Shout to my guy sales.
Which got, and then I bought one. It was a GLE 43 with a GLE 43.
That's it. Okay. So
GLE 43 coupe, and then they turn around. Now they make the 53. They had a 63 out. They always kept the 63. Now they got the 53 model. But those are the same models they go back and forth with BMW on sales.
So hold up, Green, because you got a lot of you done riled up a lot of people out here, man. Shout the first stop to the next stop.
Let's go.
Shout to my guy, Coach K, aka Kurt. And shout to Dr. Phil, who said, I know he ain't talking about that X6 garbage. Like, nah, that ain't what we talking about. That's what it is.
The X6 garbage. That's what I'm talking about. The expensive garbage can. That's what I'm talking about. The expensive garbage can. The BMW was the first one that made that. They took a sports car and an SUV and crushed it together. And they came with it, and everybody was looking at that style, and they was buying it. But they had a lot of problems with it. It was electrical problems with it and everything. Mercedes came with the same kind of style car, which was the GLE 43. But now they had an SUV like that. They just cut off the front of it.
Yes.
Cut the front of it off, kitted out the front a little bit more, and then added a different kind of back to it. But they made it. They said
it looks like a turtle.
It was actually the first one. It was actually a 450, and then they made it to a 43. Now they have the 53. The 63 came out also. The 63S, which have the bigger 8-cylinder engine in it. But now that car, the 63S, it goes for like 125, 130, depending on how you design it, and it has 600 pounds. It has 600 torque of horsepower in that car.
So here's another thing, Green. We cannot let Mercedes-Benz off the hook, though, because they made that ML 350. Garbage.
Oh, yeah. That was
garbage. I seen a landscaper driving one recently driving one with the garbage can hanging out the back. I said, I'm surprised it's still going. Trash.
That was trash. That was them competing against the shorter version of cars like the Rogue and all these other cars. They came out with that version of that car, and then the Rogue came from Nissan and all these other cars. So they was making a shorter version of a luxury car.
Shorter version.
Mercedes have made some trash vehicles. They made that wagon that they had years ago.
Hold up.
Big bubble wagon. I didn't care for that.
Hold on.
What big bubble wagon? Hold on, Green. Slow down, Green. Hold on.
He's wild now.
Wait. What wagon we referring to? Hold on.
Mercedes came with a wagon, bro.
The E3, you talking about the E-Wagon?
It was something that came with it.
Not the E63 or nothing like that.
Green Wild. He's talking about the E320 with the bubble eye headlights, man. I love that wagon.
Those wagons is hot.
Matter of fact, shout to we was having a competition up here was SUVs versus wagons and minivans. They got ugly out here. You wouldn't think how many car guys is like, nah, minivan. So trust me, son. It got funky out there.
That was an ugly one.
Shout to my guy Draco. He's in the building early. So Green, with that being said, right? When you go to a car show now, what are you looking for? What do you want to see?
Absolutely.
You know what? I want to see two things in the car show. I'm looking for the innovation that's coming with the car.
Okay.
Always. Because if there's going to be a comparison of the cars, I need the innovation of the car. I'm not really worried about the price because if you go to Mercedes or BMW, you know what you're going for. So I'm looking for the innovation of the car. I'm looking for, did you correct the problem in the last vehicle that you put into the next vehicle?
Let's go.
Because if the car has a stuttering when you go to take off on it on the highway, I want to know, did you fix that problem? So I want to know What else did you put in that car? There's a hybrid series that I'm looking at or anything else that I'm looking at. I want to know what else it is. I'm also looking for the comfortability in the car.
Woo.
As now, I'm just saying, Cecil, that's for me.
Yes.
It's only me and somebody else in the car. Maybe me and my kids, all of us, they older now. We don't really ride all up in the car like that.
Right.
So I'm not looking for something like the Grand Cherokee, that big monster truck that they made, that big Grand.
Yes.
I'm not looking at that.
That Wagoneer
for me.
Yeah,
right.
They can keep
That's
that.
too big for me. I'm
But
not looking for that.
I will
That's
say,
nice if you have a family, but I don't have a family that size and I'm toting around like that every day.
I will say this, right? I'll be the first to preach that the only room I got in the car is for me and my jacket. That's it. Everybody else is not guaranteed a seat.
So are you going to be looking at
real.
a Cadillac, the biggest Escalade Cadillac? I'm looking at it and I might just say nice vehicle. But that joker right there, it can stay right where it's at because I don't tote around a massive amount of my family like that. We all got cars, we all moving around, and that's it. I'm also looking at if I'm gonna buy this car and everything else. Believe it or not, when I never used to look at, I look at the gas mileage and how much I'm gonna get per gallon on that gas on that car.
Oh, that's recent.
I'm looking at the engine size in that car too, because some people get caught up. Oh, I'm gonna buy this car. I say, yeah, you bought that car, but that's a 4-cylinder. You know how much that 4-cylinder is gonna? It's like the little engine that it's gonna be pulling that big vehicle. I'm like, it's too much weight on that vehicle. The chassis is big, and they got a 4-cylinder in there. Do you really want to buy that car?
So I tell you what. With that being said, Green, before we keep it pushing, I gotta say, right. There are some cars that I've always wanted that are like SU. I always wanted a Silverado 2500 HD. Always. The Denali pickup. I always say those things because I love those trucks. And we got a little bit of tidbit of news that we're going to talk about later about them downsizing from a V8 to a V6, how it's been hurting them. But with that being said, Green, my God.
Let's go.
Yo, one more thing, my brother. You mentioned something about the Ultima. Any man that own the Ultima stand on business.
Man.
He own the Ultima, he got a gun in there.
He got a gun in the goddamn car.
Because that is the most favorable car that the criminals use is a Nissan Ultima. If somebody pull up in front of your house and you beat it with him, I'm pretty sure he's in the Nissan Ultima and he got a gun in that car.
He got a goddamn
on business.
Yo, that's funny, son.
That's the hood. That Nissan Ultima is the hood car, brother, and one headlight is out. Guarantee you that.
Yo, Green, we appreciate that tidbit of information. I feel like all the shootouts I seen they was getting out of Ultimas now. Now you got me thinking about it. All the shootouts I saw, they climbing out of Ultima.
He got Ultima. He stand on business.
That's wild.
Shout to my God,
he ain't
Green.
coming to say hi.
Word. That is and he got 3 of his friends.
That's right. It's 4 or 5 of them deep. It's 4 or 5 of them deep in that car.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yo, with that being said, Green, my guy, we appreciate the phone call, my dude.
Always, man. Much love to y'all, brother.
Yo,
y'all be good out there, man, to get home safe from all this rain too.
Yeah, copy that. You do the same, kid. You know, we true wheelmen, though. We get home safe regardless. You know how that goes.
I got a choice, brother.
I agree.
All right, go. Peace.
Peace. My guy. He got a point, man. If you know anybody with an Ultima, I bet you they're a solid illegal gun owner too. Shout to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Shout to Shadow Gamer. Shadow Gamer's in the building early. No. Shout to Shadow Gamer. You already know what it is. Appreciate everybody who's tuning in. We got Draco back again. He said, I know you're not talking about that R63. Unfortunately. No. Shout to Draco. He said, Rogues are Dollar Tree Ultimas for baby mamas and budget CNAs. Oh, my. He's actually on the ball with that. That was actually a pretty good one. Shout to Reeps. He said, I have that car in the sedan. He's actually talking about that E-Class. We know. And shout to Draco. He said, I'm old school and refuse the adult. Bring back hot import night type shows. Exactly. In my old age, is room for my daughter or the hottest or a helmet. I hear you. With that being said, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because later on, when we do our driver's etiquette, we're going to talk about some of the baddest builds and some of the greatest auto shows that I or S.I Shawn have ever been to. And I would love for y'all to stay tuned for that because there is so many. I started to really sit there and think about it. Like, here comes car show season once again. And the more that car show season is upon us, it just reminds me, it's like, yo, there's been some times we went to some shows and I seen some things that was so inspiring. You know what I mean? Oh, here we go. We got a caller. Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Yo, it's your boy Big J back in the building.
Shout out to my guy Jay's in the building early. What's going on, Jay?
What up, gang? What's going on?
Oh man, you see what we out here talking about? Car show season is back.
Yes, sir.
But sometimes it could be whack.
Listen, it's picking up for us over here too. I think there's one over here in Irwindale tomorrow. I think.
Word? Is it high end or is we talking about import, Euro? What are we talking?
Oh, it's a nice little mix of everything. You know, it is kind of funny though because so I'm not sure how it is out there. I haven't been to a show out there in a while, but you know, you'll have like your Euros mixing with your imports, mixing with your American, and then all the way in the corner, you'll have a whole thing of EVs, which is kind of funny.
They be by themselves, huh?
They really just be by themselves, and all it is just like wraps and wheels.
And that's it. And that's it.
Being like, yo, this is the build. I'm like, bro, this ain't a build.
That's it's like when you go to Best Buy and all the refrigerators are in one spot, all the dryers in another.
But you know, it's the same thing as far as like, you know, people do the cookie cutter joint all the time. Like nowadays, we talked about this before. Like the cars, you know, some people say the cars come with, let's say, a lot of power or good performance, you know, prowess and everything. All they do is put some wheels on it and drop it. They might as well get next to the EVs. It's all the same thing.
Oh,
see, it's all the same thing.
So,
hold on. Hold on. Let's go. Let's go.
Now.
No, same thing. Right? How?
Not that I'm trying to defend it, but I have a question, right?
What's up?
I feel like the only time we can cut that some slack is if it's like a very clean, what's it called? I feel like a really clean, restored old school. You know what I mean? Like if it's OEM plus.
I hear you. He's right. So let's say, for instance, you get a guy who gets an EK. He gets a great body job of it, painting it yellow, Type R wheels, Type R setup, carbon fiber roof. Right. At this point, we could say, even though that may be cookie cutter because there are a lot of Type Rs out there, we could respect it.
No, I don't mean cookie cut as far as that. I'm talking about like you got yourself a good platform already. All you do is drop wheels on it and you're done. People do it all the time. And that's the build. Build done. Completo. 100%.
I mean, because it's funny because, like I said, like I kind of have a fine line with it. Because to me, it's like, it's either do you go all in, you touch every bolt on the car, or it's like you said, oh, let me just slap some wheels on it, a lip, and maybe a carbon hood if I feel spicy.
Ooh, spicy. Dun, dun, dun.
By the way, there was one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. I haven't had a chance to talk to y'all about this.
Let's go.
And so I'm sure you guys have heard about the tracks getting closed up, obviously, right?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Have you guys also heard of the HOA? Oh, those HOA associations now closing up the Laguna Seca tracks.
So, okay, as far as I've heard thus far, they've been putting in complaints. They've been putting in complaints about the noise and the fact that they holding a lot of different things, which is crazy. It's wild. But however, they moved around a racetrack. But are they closing it? There's no way they could close that. They're gonna lose MotoGP. They're gonna lose, I believe, Indy races on that track. They're gonna
lose a bunch of
a lot of races happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know, but continue on.
So it's funny because of all the companies, Donut Media they actually did some research about it and asked neighbors around it. Most of the neighbors are cool with the tracks. They love the tracks.
Yes,
it brings in an economy. It brings in, not only does it bring in an economy, but it's like you're so far. You're 70 miles away from the track. Yeah, you'll probably hear something way off in the distance. It is what it is, but it's never like where it's like your park's right next to it, you know?
Right.
So you got a lot of these like rich associations just kind of looking at this and thinking, well, hey, you know what? That's good farmland. We can basically take that like they did with all the other tracks.
Which is hilarious to me, by the way. And you know what? This is why we need y'all to donate to Rally Radio's Cash App.
Factory.
We laughing, but we serious at the same time. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing I want to do. I would love to own a racetrack.
Okay, hey guys, let me call you guys right back.
All right. You talking to us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, shout to Jay. No, that was the wrong one. We didn't mean that. Shout to Jay and shout to Zoom for Zoom. He said those need to know JDM parking lot meets I've been seeing lately have been cool. I want to check one of those out. So last year we got a chance to check one out. Daikaku, I don't know if that's how they say it, Daikaku Nights or whatever. Which was pretty cool, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, it was okay. I gotta say it was great. It was impromptu, but I love car meets like that. That's not hiding from you. You feel what I'm saying? Like you get a lot of these other guys, and they'll remain nameless. I won't say names, but they do these car shows and then they hide. It's like, nah, you got to get a special request from Instagram, and if you don't know, like I hate stuff like that, man. I don't know. Shout out to Draco. He said Rick's Magazine is actually holding the line. We're actually going to a Rick's Magazine thing tomorrow. Shout to them. We would love to get the owner on the show. Factory. Definitely looking good. And shout to Reeves. You know, they ain't gonna let me live this CRX down until I'm finished with it. Shout to Reeves. He said, Pop's talking about his CRX build, making sure no one got jokes. You know what? I'm gonna let you go with that one, Reeves. I'm gonna let you go with that one. But at the same time, I can't front. I am looking forward to the car show season. But there's just certain things. Like when I go to a car show now, am I looking for the newest car? No.
Yeah.
Am I looking for the old school? No.
Okay.
I love that 90s to 2000 JDM Euro. That's where I live.
Yeah.
I love that era of autos.
Okay. And
I do love the 2010s to now American. We getting into the Hellcat. We getting into the ZL1. We getting into a lot of these, you know, these powerful cars, the CTSV. Like, I don't know if I want to so much see them at a car show versus seeing them on the road. Like when we was on our way to the Dragon's Tail and we ran into that blue CTSV. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Power.
That was crazy.
That's all I gotta say. Shout to Zoom for Zoom. He said, I think they keep it. Those me's need to know secret to keep out the riffraff. Seems like it's been working, but I know what you mean. Yeah, you know what it is? It's like hopping through hoops. Like this one that we went to, I thought it was actually pretty cool. We went to one that was over there, Queens Boulevard, Daikaku, man.
Okay.
And we thought it was in one place, and you drove across a bridge into another parking garage, and that's where it was at. And you had to pay to get in there. Like it was like a parking arm. You had to pay to get out. I thought that was pretty cool. I can't front, but I feel like, you know, I guess that's where it's going now. Everything is underground. What's your thought?
Yeah, no, I agree. I get it. You know, try to keep certain types of crowds out, which makes sense, you know, because if they don't know how to act, they should obviously not be invited to go.
It's a fact,
you know, and I definitely get that. But for me though, like when I do appear at the car shows, what I'm looking for in particular is like, you know, not much of a common car.
Okay.
You know, let me see an Aston Martin V8 Vantage. I mean, 07.
Where are you? Where you gonna see one of them?
Like one of those filled with the clutch in it.
With the clutch in it.
Like something like that. You know what I'm saying? And a champagne brown.
I gotta say though, throughout all of that, I gotta say, like at the end of the day, to me, it's impressive when I see a car like a unicorn.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and that's kind of like where I like to be. You know what I mean? Shout to Draco. He said they were wilding last night by me. We even got the chopper out. Damn. Chopper like helicopter or chopper?
I don't want to know.
Yeah, that sounds wild.
Both sound wild. Not for nothing. Draco, yesterday Thursday rather, I had the pleasure of seeing an all red freaking Conquest.
The all red Conquest?
All red one, son.
Wow.
Clean. Super clean.
Draco don't like that.
I don't know, Draco, man. It was super duper clean too.
Draco don't like that. He like, yo, what you talking about?
It was
Willis?
Looking like the 80s again out there. I was like, whoa.
But you know what though? I gotta say, at the end of the day, man.
Yeah.
It gotta like now that's one of the things I like about car shows too. Like I said, it gives you inspiration. Shout to Draco. He said, Bearded, you see, I'm sending you inspiration for the Rexy. I see it. At the same time, though, Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Yo, one thing, and shout to Draco because he knows what I'm talking about. When it comes to building an older car, you got to be all in or all out, and you can't halfway do it.
Okay.
And now, and like I posted a picture, and we'll try to put it up in here too. Yo, the price of parts is stupendous right now, and the longer you wait, the more it costs. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
I'm at a part where I need a couple specific parts, and I gotta find them and then pay for them.
Yeah,
and then I can get started. But it is definitely, shout out to everybody tuned in, paying attention, who wants to really like, punch me in the gut every time they see a CRX. I don't like none of y'all.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I'm going home the other day too. I seen an all black one, clean though.
All black what?
CRX.
Yeah,
clean.
See, you see what I'm saying?
Driving on that LIE. I'm like, man, that thing nice.
See what I'm saying? Here we go again.
Nice.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. This guy over here, I just said,
sir.
yo, sometimes
because you don't see them.
You don't.
And then when you see him outside, you like, hold up. That's a fact. It's nice. Absolutely.
But I will say this, however, when it's done. Oh man, it's gonna be done. And shout to Draco. He said something to me that, really put the battery back in my back to really like get this thing done.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, you don't want to let too much time pass.
Damn.
And then next thing you know, you never build it. And it's like, you know what? That's it. I always think about that. So shout to Draco on that one. And I know Reap said the same thing, aka Dangerous Damien. I know he don't like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But Ghetto Bird. Oh, he's talking about the Ghetto Bird. Okay, cool. Because when you said chopper, I was like, oh, that's getting shot.
Man.
Sounds crazy. But with that being said, we're gonna jump right in. You already know how we get down, man. It's the bearded one head.
S.I Shawn, let's do it.
We got a whole show lined up for you. So with that being said, here we go. Now,
yes, sir.
They tuned in last week. Give them a little bit of a recap, kid. You already know what it is.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of recap here. I'm not gonna, bore you guys to death out there with this, but check this out. I think this is pretty interesting. While Cars and Coffee are trying to permanently ban modern American muscle cars.
Crazy.
What is that about?
How do you ban American muscle? That's the whole point of this.
But how do you do that?
And we always talked about that, how certain cars are just associated with idiots.
Yeah, and it's not the car's fault. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I get it though. Like, I guess you have a different level of respect of what you have.
Yes.
And you're treated accordingly.
I tell you what, if you spend $2-3 grand on a paint job, or 4 or 5, let's say 2-3, like 4 or 5 on a paint job.
Yeah.
You ain't just standing by nobody doing no wild burnout. Like, nah, son, I'm gonna get all the rubber chips on the
Or let's say you spent a couple Stedak on some wheels.
Oh,
you gonna keep it cool.
Oh, if you spent 1,100 bandos on a set of tires. But remains to be seen, man. What else you got for him?
I thought that was pretty interesting though, because it kind of like, again, puts another wedge in the whole car culture ordeal, right? They need to check that real quick. Another good one is Waymo is starting to offer free driverless rides. Waymo accidents.
Straight dangerous out here.
I don't understand. I guess what is that? They doing that to compete against Google or something like that, right? Is that what they trying to do with that? I think so.
They're competing with that Cruise.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But that's interesting too, because GM got a lot of problems that they got coming up right now. We're gonna talk about that too. What else we got?
Another wild one here before we let y'all go with the recap. Tesla strikes again.
Boy,
Angela Child has, left the scene in a Tesla and ended up in a pond.
Hold up.
So she exited the spot
and was woke up by Paul Walker and Dale Earnhardt. It's crazy. But add on to that story. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. We're gonna stop the music for a little minute. Now we talked about that Angela. What was her name?
Angela Chow.
Angela Chow or
Cho.
She left the party, jumped into a Tesla, thought that she put the car in drive and actually put it in reverse.
They were known for having this problem that, it's just like with your phone. You think you hit a button, but you did something else.
Right.
So, the whole Tesla is basically controlled by a large iPad or what have you. And,
she backed up the car and she she drove it into a pond and she couldn't get out. Now, here's a spin. Fire department they couldn't break the glass because it was high-end laminated glass that a lot of high-end cars come with. So What do? They can't do nothing about it. They drag out. She's dead in the car. But here is the update.
Yeah.
Her blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit.
Yo, that means she was getting hammered at the party, bro.
Sauced.
And she said, you know what? It's time to go.
So with that being said, it's like, you know, you got to look at it and say to yourself, wow.
You know, if she, you know, it's terrible because if she was more or less operating a manual, she would have had to wake up a little differently. Like, you know, I may be a little Schmidt acting here.
That manual would have stopped her.
Yeah, it would have like controlled it. Even in the party, would have controlled it ever so slightly. You know what I'm saying? People gonna do what they gonna do, but you still be a little bit more conscious when you really wailing.
Right.
So, you know, I say all to say, you know, manual could have possibly saved her.
Yo,
you know
shout to Dr. Phil.
Let's go.
Yo, could I get the music one time?
Let's go.
Yo. Shout to Dr. Phil. He said that's really convenient.
Wow, that's a fact, right? He's right.
Yo, shout to Dr. Phil. Shout to A. He said, nah, that's on her. Yo, Dr. Phil feel the same way I feel. I said, oh, so now she was drunk.
Word, right? All of a sudden, now she's sauced.
Damn, shout to Dr. Phil. AKA, you can't get nothing by me. AKA, the emoji with the glasses on, like, that one eyeglass, like, yo.
With the monocle on, like, hold on. That's a fact.
But with that being said, you already know what it is. Shout to S.I Shawn for
Let's
that
go.
Fantastic recap.
Let's do it.
But with that being said, you know how we get down here. We about to jump right into the show. We about to jump right in. We're going to go through it kind of quick because we're going to talk about this car show thing. Don't forget, we want to hear some of the best builds and some of the best car shows you've ever been to. So with that being said, you know how we get down. Let's get to it.
Weekly specs. Auto news for all the listeners, only on Rally Radio.
All right, you know how we get down here, man. First and foremost, we're going to talk about it. Yes, we are going to talk about it. The EPA has released new standards. And yet, even still at 2032, they want to get rid of all of these gas-powered cars. They're trying to make it nice. Oh, from 2027 to 2029, we're going to lower it from 56 to 50% of the cars being sold have to be gas-powered. I mean, have to be electric or whatever. And at the end of the day, the only reason they're changing this is because people who buy cars are standing on business. They're like, nah, if you only going to sell me an electric car, man, I want that. Yeah. And it's happening. But this is why I say at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we standing on business too. I'm not buying one. Damn. Period. End of story. I'm not buying one. Toyota was right. He said we could build hybrids and get around on hybrids that's gas powered and still have a little bit of a little bit of room left for our performance cars. We could. No, they like we don't want any. With that being said, no, I'm not buying that brand. Point blank, end of story. And with that being said, everybody in office right now, y'all get the gong. There's no way I'm doing that. But we're gonna talk about it a little bit because the EPA is definitely getting out of town. So U.S. federal government has finalized new emissions regulations that will apply to cars, light trucks, and medium-duty vehicles starting with 2027 model year. The idea is to get more hybrid and electric cars on the road to reduce pollution and improve public health. It's also being pitched as an incentive for the American auto industry to prioritize environmentally friendly innovation. Here are two primary sources on the subject for your refusal. It says, for the most part, that the EPA says the rule applies to passenger cars, light-duty trucks, and medium-duty vehicles from 2027 and 2032 and beyond. They're pretty much saying that at that point with the old EPA rules, and we're going to get into it, the EPA proposed rule, 2027 required automakers to reduce fleet-wide emissions by 18% by 2026. Now, they're going with 2027 requires automakers to reduce fleet-wide emissions by 9% versus 2026. In 2029, reduce fleet-wide emissions by 40% versus 2026. And 2029, reduce fleet-wide emissions by 27% versus 2026. In 2032, reduce fleet-wide emissions by nearly 56%, and now they're going to 50. So, with that being said, the old rules had them going by 18% by 2026, 40% by 2029, and 56% by 2032. Now, what they're going to do is 9% by 2026, 27% by 2029, and 50% by 2032. Now, the reason they even walked it back is because at the end of the day, people wasn't trying to buy it. They couldn't give these EV cars away.
Mm-hmm.
They can't give them away.
They knew that, though. They knew they couldn't get these damn things away.
But the thing is that they want to force you. Shout to Draco. He said Tesla is off the hook. I used to work for a law firm that blamed smoking for asbestos victims. Damn. Somebody get that lawyer.
That's a fact, huh?
That's Michael B. Jordan's lawyer. How do you know it was him? Oh, shoot.
Yo, son, Batman.
I'm Batman. But at the end of the day, this is what the EPA is trying to do. What's your thoughts?
I feel like, again, like you said, them trying to force people into this whole EV thing is like they knew it couldn't fully work, like, cause they know everybody wouldn't be on board with this. But I also look at it like they kind of fake want to give like the auto manufacturers some sort of leeway, but it's not real though. No, it's like a smoke and mirror though.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Why does the EPA Environmental Protection Agency run this?
Yo, I don't.
Why is this not going through Congress and being passed as a law? You know why? Because it won't.
Yeah.
Because it won't.
It's here today and will be going tomorrow.
And Maine already said they're not doing it.
Damn.
They said, California can keep their brand. Why can't New York do that? Oh, my bad. We got a bunch of first class softies in there. You heard the
first class.
You can hear the ice cream music like there's the softies in there, man.
So you can hear the ice cream music playing.
I'm telling you. At the end of the day, that's what it is, man. I'm sorry.
And you know what also kills me about this is when they start talking about public health and environmental health. Like, this is a joke.
You buy that?
No, yo, son. If people buying that, here on Rally Radio, we have a bridge to sell, has cool lights on it. They glow in the dark. They got strobe lights on it, and then we also have a pair of wolf tickets for sale.
Got a bridge that already collects money.
Yeah,
already collects money.
Sit.
So whenever you're ready, we got you. We got you. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, they know that this is not working. And shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention, because the best thing that they want to do right now is get some of these automatic drivers on their lane. Try to help them out. This is what I'm talking about. This is your politicians in office. Softy.
Yo, son, this is yo. Yo, this is wild. But it's the truth, though. It's the truth, though.
They soft. Softer than Twinkie film. I'm sorry, we ain't gonna beat it to like a dead horse, because you already know that's the sign of spring. I already seen a bunch of kids come running out the house because they were listening to this.
Yeah, it's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
But with that being said, I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it's not going for it. We'll see how far it goes. And like I said, they're gonna keep, we're gonna do this. And like you said, till they stop asking. Shout to Draco. And shout to Ant. He said this was the test run to see if people was gonna stand up for themselves. A lot like how a bully would do you if you ain't paying attention.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Shout to everybody who's tuned there paying attention. But now we're gonna get into something else. And this pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
The Chevy Camaro is spiking on the theft list.
Ooh. You know why?
Because they're using them in takeovers. Using them in takeovers is a possible motive. I'm not even gonna read that. First off, if you're stealing a legend out here to use it in a takeover, you, sir, are foot grind.
But yo, you know when I realized, right? It said foot grind, right?
Dirt bag.
This is what I'm realizing, son. And this goes back to the Hellcat too.
Yes.
Right? For instance, right? People are taking these. Why? Because you could get them in an auto. It's easy. It's easy work, right? Another thing. One of the reasons why the you see like cars again like the Hellcats and the 392 Chargers and things like that.
Yes.
The reason why they out here like this, especially involved in or just automatic V8 period, is because you could get them in an auto, son.
They have automatic V8s though, like yo, son.
That sound wild. Hold on, play that. I don't think they even gotta play that for them, son.
What's the softy music?
Nah, son. Brother, what is that?
Oh.
Brother, what's that?
What is that?
What's that, brother?
Come on, son.
If you got an automatic VA, you should be ashamed of yourself. Shout out to Drake, who said, in the interest of public safety equal no Vaseline.
Damn.
It's crazy out here. But my thing is, right, it is an accessible auto VA.
I think that's the problem, B. It's too accessible. It's too accessible.
Bruh. They said it went up. 90 Camaros have been stolen in the past 2 months since LA has invoked their curfew and all other things they're trying to do to shut down takeovers. And I guess instead of going after the Dodgers, they're going after them now. It's crazy. The car theft game is getting crazy out here too. There was somebody carjacked on Merrick and 224th this morning.
What you mean?
Pistol in his face. Get up out the car.
Grand Theft Auto style?
Yep.
Oh.
Carjacked this morning at 224 Merrick about 8:30. It was a TLC Honda CRV. Well, it had TLC plates. It was a Honda CRV.
Okay.
But I will say, either that's going to crime or something. Shout to Reap, say, hey, watch your mouth. But it is happening out there. But with that being said, you got to pay attention to this because things are going on. We're going to talk about two more things. We're going to keep it moving. You already know. I know we short on time already because we started late. We apologize. But with that being said, Dodge, you ready for this?
Let's go.
This is hilarious to me, by the way, too. The 2025 Ram 1500. Wow, the name is crazy. The Ram 1500. Hurricane I6 tops V8 and fuel economy. Did you hear that?
I mean, it makes sense though. They strapped a couple turbos to it. Okay,
a V6 trying to work as hard as a clean V8.
I mean, it don't gotta work that hard. They got the turbos on it. Now you just reduce some of the work ethic. Like they don't gotta put that much pain in no more.
So what you saying, son?
We all know. We all notice, and for those who don't, a turbo is definitely like a it's like a helper. It's like a handy helper. You know what I'm saying? You know.
I have no idea. This guy, man. A handy helper. All I saw is a hamburger hand, that little white hand with the clown face.
But I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised. I just feel like what's happening in the whole automotive industry is like they're getting rid of V8s. And again, you got people out there who's raving for this Hurricane inline six. Like,
see, here we go again.
It's the fact, like people going crazy about it.
Listen,
and this is what we got to deal with now. Because apparently anything with turbos on it is just great. I forgot. I guess I missed that memo. I guess I missed that meeting.
Well, name a turbo car that's not.
Here's the thing, though. It's not about what turbo car is not cool.
Okay.
It's not about that. It's about
you backed out of that.
No, I didn't, because here's the thing.
He backed right out of
So you trying to tell me you prefer, right? For instance, right? You trying to tell me you prefer a turbo K versus a NAK.
Yes.
But but the whole characteristics of it changes now, right? Not. No, yes, it does.
So do you realize that the Type R has a turbo K in it?
Yeah, but it doesn't redline not nearly as high as a NA would. So it changes now.
It responds way better.
No, it don't.
Yes,
it can't. It can't.
So I have a Type R K20 that we will soon be able to battle. It's gonna be like, you know what? NAK or turbo K.
The response from an NA engine will always be far more crisp and immediate, sir. That's how it works.
But it runs dry. That's what it is, son. I don't know what to tell you.
So you trying to tell me? So you trying to tell me you taking a R34 Bayside Blue 1999 over a 2010 GT3 NA? We had this debate already.
R30, you said which
R34 Bayside Blue 1999
over the Porsche,
over the GT3 2010 997.2.
Taking it. Listen,
what?
I'm gonna say it one time and one time only.
Let's go. Let them hear it.
Give me that GTR, son. You not care about how you feel about that, dear. Give me the GTR, son.
I hear that, man.
Yo, hold up. We got some blasphemy. Said Type R is a pick shadow gamer.
Oh,
wow. Yeah. Shadow game. Yo.
Shadow game was like, hold on.
He said the Type R is a pick. Wow.
Yo. That was very unexpected.
That was unexpected, and that was the highest form of vehicular Jesus, son. Wow.
That's wild, son. That's wild. I thought I would never hear that right there.
I can't believe he said that.
Nah,
he said I have both. Remember, okay, okay.
But what makes it a pig though?
You gotta mean the weight.
But it's not even heavy.
But it's not. But all newer cars are just bigger. If you notice, right?
Yeah,
I was comparing the CRX to the Type R the other day, and I'm like, whoa, they would never make a car this small again. They never make it. I can't believe he said that though, man. Hurt my feelings, man. Shout to Dr. Phil. He said the response is better on the NA engine, but the torque that the turbo motor makes can't be matched, especially in the low end.
Yeah, because it's a handy helper. That's okay. Handy dandy helper, right?
I don't even like that. I know it's paused in there somewhere because I had hand and helper. Crazy. All right, we're gonna keep it moving because let's
go.
Shout to Shadow Game. He said I have both. Remember, he said I take my turbo RS6 over the Type R all day, every day. Slap my arm to Honda guys. Anything over 2,600 pounds a pig. That's a fact. That's a fact. I remember back in the day. I know I'm talking probably a little bit, but I remember it was this cat, man. His name was Indian. He had a EK, not an EK, EG Type R setup and all that. And it was boosted, right? And he said, a Supra's a pig. And I think everybody stopped and looked at him for a hot minute, like, but it could make massive amounts of horsepower.
Yeah.
Like, if you can make enough horsepower to offset that weight,
don't even matter no more.
It's an oxymoron.
Yeah, at that point.
It's like, okay, fine, a Supra may weigh about twice of a Civic, but what if he's making twice the horsepower? Now it's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It gets a little shaky with the whole weight thing.
But this is why I say cars are just competition. There's no way around it. Even though we don't promote vehicular trees.
Nah, not even a little bit.
But we do, however, promote competition amongst autos.
Factory.
But with that being said, shout out to Shadow Gamer, man. Hurt my feelings.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, I was like this. He said that, couldn't believe it. But the fact that this car is burning more gas, that should have been expected.
Yeah.
The fact that I am not an engineer, and I would have figured that a twin turbo 6 is going to take more gas than a V8 is preposterous. That's nasty work. How you say that's lazy?
That's a
thinking.
He said lazy thinking.
There's no way that we could shout the Shadow Gate. Said my bad. It's all good. It's all good. The feelings ain't hurt.
I thought I heard Ronald for a second too, though. I don't know. I thought I heard
Ronald. Listen, Ronald, he was a little upset with the comment, but I think he's more upset with this twin turbo 6 using more gas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh, there he is. Ronald, just chill. You
chill, Ronald. Like,
he's wilding. But with that being said, man, they should have known that. They should have known that.
Yep.
They should have known that. There's no reason why they did not know that a twin turbo 6 is going to take a little bit more gas. There's very few situations where a turbo is more efficient on gas.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's very interesting. But with that being said, we're going to move right on. And this is a very interesting one right here. Ferrari is being sued by United States drivers over a brake defect. So we talked about this before.
A while ago. Absolutely.
How it was more like a cap.
It was a brake cap. Yeah, it was the reservoir cap.
So this is hilarious. The guy bought his Ferrari. Y'all ready for this? He bought a Ferrari 458 in 2020, and it was a 2010. So first and foremost, the fact that you're buying a 10-year-old sports car and you just jumped in it, slamming brakes, is crazy.
I mean, well, let's call it what it is, though. It's a supercar at that point, though. I should be able to jump in.
Laya Nishev. I don't trust no man whose first name is Laya.
Damn.
First name is Laya. I'm sorry. I can't trust him. But Laya Nishev, a San Marcos, California resident who bought his 2010 Ferrari 458 Italia in 2020. Neresh said he came close to an accident several times because of his Ferrari brakes, but his dealership said they were normal and he should just get used to them. He said he would have bought his Ferrari he wouldn't have brought his Ferrari had he known the problems. I gotta stop right
Hold on, yeah. All right.
Because he has a lot of makings right now. You know what's the main one that he has?
It's the understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
He's an understeer right now.
So first off, what kills me the most is that it seemed like he did no research.
Sonny, yo, did you hear what he said?
Nah, son, I ain't
He said, I would have never bought this Ferrari if I knew it had this problem. How did we know?
That's what I mean. Like, first off,
There's a full recall on it, son.
son.
What do you mean?
You know what it was? He woke up that morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had a bright idea.
So let me go get this car.
I'm gonna go get this Ferrari, B. That's it.
That's it.
That's what he did.
And he played himself.
Son.
It's the understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
I gotta say to myself, and there's a couple things that he said right there. He said, one, I wouldn't have bought it if I'd known it had these problems. You mean to tell me you out here buying Ferrari grade cars without doing full homework? That's one.
Yo, that's
two,
what carry on.
right? Two, how the hell do you almost get into an accident several times because of your brakes? That's telling me, one, that you are not a driver. You're somebody that's jumping in the car and dumping on the gas and expecting to stop. Where in all honesty, if the first time these brakes would have showed me any kind of issue like that, if I did not know that it was a recall, the first thing I would have did is had that addressed. So that tells me that you drive this to get groceries too, and I'm really pissed off with this guy. I don't understand.
But you know what's wild though? Let's say, okay, what if it's the carbon ceramic setup? You know those need temperature in them for them to even work.
He don't know that apparently.
See, that's what I'm saying. We don't even know, but we do know that it definitely was a recall for these Ferraris at a certain time period.
Facts.
He should have did the homework. So
He did.
You don't even like
Shout the Reaps.
Let's
Shout
go,
the
Reaps.
He said the same thing. He said you don't throw that kind of money at something if you don't do your research. 100%. What the you doing?
I mean, if you're a fool, then you're gonna do it though. It don't matter.
Fact. Rally Radio,
Let's go.
we got in the box.
What we got?
Yo, it's your boy, Big J, back in the building.
Let's go, Jay.
Man, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so just to give you a little quick TLDR, what you call it? I'm driving right now a U-Haul truck with the the little Project Z, on the trailer here.
Tremendous.
I'm going up, going up the mountain because I got to go and do some work with it. Well,
Okay.
I'm dropping it to
Pikes Peak?
I wish I'm going that far.
Oh, okay. That's what it is.
Dude.
He thought it
No,
was
but
a
like,
Cali.
what's it called? I'm taking it out to go and get a little extra work done with it. But I just, I figured, you know what? Let me go ahead and take a little car adventure. Here with me and the girl, wifey, and all that good stuff. And we're basically.
Okay.
Got wifey in the vehicle, son.
Yes,
So
yes.
here's my thing, Jay. So you right now you're driving. So you're taking the 300 to get looked at.
Yeah, well, what you call it? This I actually found a specialist out here that does like some extra work that unfortunately I don't have the tools or the time to actually be able to do on my own. You know what I mean?
So what's the problem?
Honestly, it's just it's just like some like electrical work and stuff like that, which on these cars is it is what it is.
No? Wow, I never knew that they have electrical issues.
Yes, anyone. I mean, you got to think it's like a 30-year-old JDM. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's time for the wire work anyway. At that point, though.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Wow, that's actually interesting. So now, we always hear Rally Radio share.
That's it.
What's the damage, bro?
Damage? I don't even know what the damage is going to look like. It shouldn't be too terrible. I'm hoping I don't need a new harness because, again, a 30-year-old car, I won't say hard to find, but, some extra bread I don't need to spend.
But you know what, though? In all honesty, they got so many places, if you search the internet, that redo harnesses, like, without a problem. They have the old-style clips and everything, and they make it happen, man.
For sure.
I know Raw Wire does a lot of that.
I know Dr. Tweak does, too.
Yeah, so,
I mean, honestly, I will say this. This is only stage one of what I have intentionally planned for this car.
Oh, so
there are multiple stages, and there's like very few people who hinted at it, and I've actually and it kind of gave me the inspiration to do it. So
with that being said, are you going to car shows this season, Jay?
You know what? I want to go to one tomorrow, but depends on how fast I can get out of work. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, I don't know what you mean. I'm getting out of work. I'm not going. How's that look? I'm messing around. But it's funny. With that being said, Because how many 300ZXs do you see at car shows? And this is what I mean. I could look at a car show and I see so many different cars. I could be, oh yeah, I got this new one.
Yeah.
But let me see one of them. You're gonna find me over there by that car.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, is when you go in there, what are you looking for exactly?
So personally, what I'm looking for is cleanness and rarity. You know, like for example, this is something that I did see while I was out here. I saw someone with the the 90s and with the DC2 Integra, but he had the full-on Mugen kit. I mean, we're talking top to bottom OEM Mugen kit, and I that thing is breathtaking.
Classic. See, stuff like that.
And not only that, that's not cheap.
Son,
that is even when it came out, it wasn't cheap.
And then he decides to flex on everyone by saying, and then he flexes on everyone else by having the white spoon wheels.
Oh,
white,
man, so cold-blooded.
I mean, my man went out of his way and spent some good bread.
And you know what? That's like what I'm trying to do with the Type R.
Cold-blooded.
Like, I'm not trying to rush this. Like, don't get me wrong. I already got some parts. I got some things lined up for the car that is going to be pretty tremendous and is going to make it a great driver's vehicle, because I don't want to spoil what Honda already built. I kind of want to build on top of that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But at the same time, when I see like I said, a 300ZX, there's certain cars. Shout to Zoom, I believe that's Zoom for Zoom that got that FC.
Yeah, he got himself a nice little FC. I did see that.
And
you don't see those too often, man.
And you don't see them, and it's like, you know what, Turbo? Man? Yeah. So it's like, you just got to say to yourself, when I see those kind of cars, I'm like, damn, man. So when I see some of these newer cars, like, don't get me wrong, you're going to see a Mercedes, BMW
Mercedes,
G80 body and all that. You're going to see, yeah, okay. They be having the lights running around in the car.
He said the lights running around.
Who cares?
Like, my thing is, whenever I see that as shows, to me, I look at that and they're kind of boring, because you see them every day. Those are NTC cars now.
Damn. He said, yo, that's what I'm saying.
I get it. They make power. Great. But I mean, how many do you need to see on the road to be like, let me bring it to a show?
And not only that, man. It's like those power goals are hoop dreams, though, for a lot of cats. But they not, I'm going to tell you, when I look at them BMWs, they make, they always a tune and the downpipe and all of that. Yeah, okay. Until you do a hard pass in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, up, transmission. Bling.
Yeah.
Bling.
Although, you know what, though, I will say this, though. I will say this, though, about BMWs, or even just any European cars. Let me see some clean, old-school BMWs. Like, there's a dude out here with a right-hand drive E34. No, it's the M5.
The M5 one, yeah. Ooh,
that is
dirty.
That is an old-school M5.
That's the square body.
So,
dirty right there.
So last year, I went to a Rick's Magazine car show at Green Acres.
Yeah.
And there was these two 635i's. And I'm going to tell you.
With the center exhaust.
Oh, man. Yo, they was clean. I said, there's no way.
They had work on it?
No, it was no.
Bone stock?
Bone stock, but with BMW OEM parts. Other BMW.
The OEM BMW wheels, they hit different. The old school ones, the BBSs.
Yo, redone interior.
Racing seats?
No. The original leather seats that came with it.
Okay, 5-speed.
Yes. Yes. That was the kicker.
See, that's my thing.
That's what we're going to look at a car show. Although, you know what, though? There is a trend going on out here. Now, I'm not sure if it's like that over in where you guys are.
Okay.
But there's a trend out here now where there are guys taking like 90s American cars and doing the JDM flip to them. So, for example, you'll see like an SN95, but he's building it like with like a 240 with
like Volk wheels,
the JDM wheels.
Mm-hmm. So there's a guy that Larry Chen interviewed a while back, and he's actually in Japan, but he had a Trans Am, a Pontiac Trans Am, old school. I want to say it was about 1981. It was, but I'm talking wide fended, roll cage, nasty LS inside with a crazy wheel setup and everything. It was beautiful. Shout to Reeves. He said, blasphemy.
It's sounds crazy, but I'm just saying. Look, this is what I'm saying. There are guys out here building C4 Corvettes.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm not gonna hold you. The C4s are looking kind of nice.
I can't front. Let me tell you something. This is why I say Gran Turismo was like the basis and the root of all car love outside of Hot Wheels, because I've built a C4 and they let you LS swap it. Not LS swap. They let you put LS. They let you put another Corvette motor in it. The C8 is fast. But I will say this, however, right? When I go to a car show, there are certain things, and I started to realize that a guy can have a really rare car with really rare parts, and people will walk right by it because they're looking for the flash. They see the G80 with the spinning wheels, with the Lambo doors and lights all inside of it, and they're like, "Oh, yo, my boy has one. He's making 1,000 horsepower." You're like, "Yo, bro, like, I'm just not moving."
Yeah, you know what? Y'all gonna laugh at this one, or may not laugh, right? So it was a car show that we missed, right? But somebody from the job went there, right?
Okay.
So he had his car out there. He had the 2010 CTSV, right? Making about like 800 horsepower, right? Auto, by the way. And there's a bunch of other cars out there, clean, right? Crazy. He said this young boy came through. He said he was talking to him. He's like maybe 23 or something like that, right? He comes through with the with a G80 M3. And the what blue is that? And that nice
Seca blue, that
Laguna Seca blue, right?
Blue, yeah.
Crazy bone stock car. Yo, why he won the whole event?
With a bone stock
just won the whole event. I was like, this is where we going now. I'm trying to tell you, the whole car meet, the whole car show thing is not what it once was. You come in with a completely stock car win.
It's not because the attention just ain't there. I mean, it's like you said, it's the constant flash in the pan stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you let's put it this way: you pull up in a right-hand drive Toyota Celsior. All of us in this conversation right now will know what we're looking at. Yes. You tell like these young boys out here, they'll look at that as, all right, that's a regular ass Lexus or whatever. They don't call it a Toyota. They'll just call it a Lexus and just keep it pushing.
Right. That's the truth.
Mind you, he'll have like a full-on walled kit, walled wheels, and anyone who knows about it's entirely expensive.
It is. With that being said, Jay, my thing is, I gotta always look at, like, when I see an expensive car, it doesn't mean that it's car show worthy. I don't give a damn if it's expensive. My thing is, I tell you this, right? Went to one at Baldwin Park. Guy had a Lamborghini Diablo SV, burgundy with the black weirdo
SV
in it
on the side. Yo, I'm about to Earl when you just said that.
Yeah,
because that sound crazy.
It was mean, and he had work.
Hang on. Did it have the 300ZX wheels? I mean, 300ZX lights.
Whoa, it was flip up. Yeah, then at the bottom, yeah. In the
listen,
bumper.
man, tomato.
But I will say this though, he won that event because of the car's history. He bought the car from he bought the car from, like, I wouldn't say Pebble Beach, but a very reputable like dealer, and he put pictures up of everything, of the redo of and then he's like, then I had my specs added to it. I wanted the engine built. I wanted some he had all of that in frames out there, pictures, him with the engine out, pictures. I gotta say, I was like, yo, he won.
V12?
Yes, he won. But I thought the worst part about it was that people was like, I don't see why that Escalade didn't win. You like this, bro.
Yo, you mad funny, son.
You're gonna have to get out of here, bro.
Well, see, that's the thing, and it's funny because, like, I've seen a few of the Pebble Beach cars, and these are immaculate cars. We're talking about cars that you've seen growing up as a kid, just cruising up on the streets. Like, it is not out of pocket to see, like, a Testarossa just getting gas, minding his own business, basically.
Damn, that's just what I'm talking about. Shout to Reeps. He said something that made a lot of sense. Shout to Reeps. He said, kids these days want instant gratification, and that's why builds aren't looked at anymore. The respect for the scene is gone.
I mean, but let's be real, though. That's the way the culture was going, though. That's where it was headed. It's just a different time. Like, it's just a different time for the whole autos. It's a different time.
Yeah, but you know what the sad part about it is, right? The sad part about that whole entire thing is it's a fact. It's like you'll see people fighting you'll see people straight up in arguments because they didn't get the trophy. Why didn't I get that to show? Why didn't I get the best of the wheels? This, that, and the third.
Or how about I just didn't get best Honda or best turbo I've seen it. And you know what? If you're going in there for the trophy, you already lost. Bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. I agree.
The thing is, right? And see, this is what I mean. This is why we're talking about car show season is back, but it's whack because at the end of the day, when people get there, it's not necessarily about you having the best car versus somebody else. To me, I just want to see all the multitude of builds because, like I said before, it's very inspirational. There's a lot of times where I go to see builds and I see different things being built, and I say to myself, wow, that's a nice idea. That's a nice job. And then you get to talk to the owner, and you see the owner, he's like, yeah, you know, I got this going on. I did this. I had to go through this. And I feel like a lot of that is lost in the fact that you could buy a brand new car, show up to a car meet, and think you can win. And that right there bothers me.
You know, and it's wild because it's I mean, let's put it this way. You know it's a problem to the point where even Gatlinburg is canceled. I don't know if it's fully officially canceled yet, but apparently they're talking about canceling it.
Because nobody cares. Nobody's showing up, and then they need you to spend money when you get out there. Trust me, it's not the most beautiful thing, man. I'm telling you. With that being said, yo, Jay, we're gonna keep it moving. We got a little bit more on the show coming up, baby. So where you at, man? What's going on?
So right now I am on the highway here and got a whole bunch of eyes looking at me towing this 300 DX. You know, actually, funny enough, as you guys were talking about it, like this dude in the 240 was giving me the thumbs up. So I'm like, hey, you know,
because he knows.
Yeah, B.
Because he knows. Yeah. That's why. With that being said, Jay, we appreciate the call, my guy. You already know what it is. Keep us tuned in and keep us filled in with your build. And you already know where to find us, man. Don't forget, man. We appreciate you for tuning in.
Oh, by the way, just wanted to give you guys a heads up. April 11th, I'm going to be out to the Formula D Long Beach here, so I'll try to do a live. I'll try to get you guys in for a live, you know, while I'm out there.
I love it.
Yeah, that sounds.
I love it. I love it. The fact that they call it Formula D though is wow.
Yeah, that's.
But that is what it is.
Yes. Formula A, yo.
Yo, with that being said, Jay, don't forget, you know where to find us, kid. We appreciate you.
Formula Points.
All right, peace. Later. He said Formula Points. But with that being said, that's it. We've teed it right into it. I see some of the listeners and you know people I'm telling you, I understand it's a Saturday. But with that being said, we're gonna jump right in. You ready for this?
Let's go. Let's go.
Driver's etiquette, because sometimes you got to get this off your chest.
All right. With that being said, we're talking about the greatest car shows that we've ever been to, or some of the greatest builds we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And when I say seeing, I mean in front of you. Set it off. What was the greatest car show that you remember that you went to, and the greatest build you've ever seen?
Man, that's a very interesting one because I done been to so many, I done forgot a lot of them, you know. But one of the most, I ain't gonna hold it. When we went to Import Fest,
right?
One of the wildest builds out there that I seen was this all carbon GTR, huh?
Right.
That was ridiculous to me, son. All carbon. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. All carbon GTR, all 35.
Right.
That was wicked, huh?
Right.
So when I seen that one, I was like, yo. First off, to even get a whole carbon exterior is bananas.
Right.
It had a whole, I'm gonna say it again, y'all. It had a full carbon body, yo.
Right.
Then you went in the inside, carbon.
Yep. That's crazy.
And another thing I noticed, it had the whole, I'm not even too sure if this was the Nismo package, but it had the whole Nismo setup on it, bro. I was like, what?
That's what I'm saying, son.
I ain't gonna front. The only downside, though, it was auto. Obviously, it only come automatic, but
yeah,
that was one of the most wickedest builds I've ever seen. So. All carbon exterior, interior.
Nasty.
GTR R35.
And where was that at?
Import Fest. No.
That was in Toronto.
Yo. Import Fest.
And you know what? Shout to S.I Shawn because that was one of the meanest.
That was wicked. I got another one, but go. I got another one too. Go.
That was one of the meanest car shows I had ever been to. But one of,
Yeah, one of absolutely.
There have been some places and some car shows, or even just not even. I hate the word show.
Yeah.
It's not really what I mean, and I don't want to say meat pause because this is crazy. That is
one of the best
wow.
meets you've been to. That's whoa. Yo, oh, son, sweet.
That's a little nah, wilding. But I will say, Import Fest in Toronto had to be one of the greatest auto shows I've ever been to because they had everything from a mix of JDM to Euro to high end, to JDM high end builds. But the meanest build I've ever seen, and it's always gonna. I have video of it at home, and I look at it to this day. Right-hand drive, RSX, but it was actually a JDM integrated the whole thing. It had like this, like a beige kind of paint job, like off matte beige, like. And I will never forget some of he had Mugen wheels. But it was the way the car was set up. It's very hard to explain. I really wish I could.
It didn't have the Mugen wheel spare tire in the trunk. We're not talking about the same one.
Yes. And that one,
that one was a wicked. That was a wicked RSX.
Crazy turbo with the
that was. I didn't talk about.
Like, oh my goodness.
That was a wicked setup.
I think one of the best things about it though was that it was driven there.
Yeah, son.
And see, I respect that. I don't really want to see a build that you're gonna take and push on the trailer and get out of here.
Nah, see, we over here, we like to call those, garage babies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. AKA ponies.
You know what I'm saying? Garage ponies.
Garage ponies.
You know what I'm saying? Showgirls. You know what I'm saying? Trailer. It's a family show. I'm not even gonna go that far, but
Yeah.
Trailer
tramps.
Damn. Let's go. Yo, you know what? I got another one at the Import Fest. Remember that right-hand drive red Supra MK4 with the hood off?
Yeah.
You know why it was such a wicked build? Cause homeboy built it with his girl. You remember him saying that? Cause we was talking to him.
Yes.
Yo, the car was done complete, Marlon. You hear me? Nice red, right-hand drive.
Beautiful.
Sick setup on there, son.
Beautiful.
That was a great build for a Supra. That was a great one, son.
I gotta say, another build that was there.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we could classify it as.
Yeah.
It was more like a Hoonigan before, like it was
You're not talking about that Porsche.
No, I'm talking about that old 65 Mustang body.
Oh, I need
that they
the
wide body. Yeah, they wide bodied it, and then they put the Corvette engine in it.
Yeah.
Supercharged. Oh my God. I was like, yo, who does these things? And like this is what I mean. Like, there's a lot of different builds out there that you see them, and it's like, wow, this is like that Import Fest in Toronto, worth it.
Nah, that one was wild, son.
And we got to make it back this year.
Yeah, that was wild. That was a wild one. You know, another crazy one. Again, back to that one we went to in Jersey. That was the meanest G37 build I've ever seen on a photo. That was a photo one.
Yes, 4.4 liter. He had the engine. He stroked it out. Pause.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wee.
4.4 liter and what did he have? Did he take the 8 from the Armada? He said he took
yeah. From the Armada to the Nissan.
How did he do that,
son?
And then he stroked it out. Pause. After that, he got super big brakes.
Yo, and you know what was crazy too? It was manual, son.
It was manual.
It wasn't even auto. It was manual.
It was manual.
That was the meanest G build I've ever seen.
And then obviously, we got just me seeing that F40.
You see, but cars like that, they got a handicap.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Son, how you got an F40 in there, bro?
I don't know. And on top of that, it was stock.
Bone stock, nothing done to it.
Clean.
Yeah, it was, bro. It was right in front of the plane too, inside the little hangar. Like it was right in the doorway of the hangar.
What was the name of that show?
I don't remember, son. I'm pretty
shout
sure
shout to Ace, Courtney Ace. They know because we went a couple times.
Joint, son.
But that was a what was it? It was on the airstrip.
Yeah,
I'll never forget it. And then another meme build I seen. MR2, a Mr. 2. Built crazy. Shout to everybody. Let's go. Oh, here, is this who we got in the box? Is this Ace?
Rally Radio, what's good, Rally Radio?
What's poppin'? Let's go. We know you know.
InfoFest. Y'all put up the signals on InfoFest.
Yo, what was the name of that auto show we used to go to in October on the airstrip in Princeton, New Jersey?
Oh, was it? It wasn't Weckfest.
No, I think that's what it was, though.
No, it wasn't Weckfest.
No, it wasn't Weckfest. Weckfest was something else. Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was in Princeton, and it was the last one was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, because they stopped doing it. Oh man,
yeah.
There used to be nothing but clean
exactly
bills there. Nothing but clean bills.
Mm-hmm. Yo, crazy bills.
So
crazy.
Ace, with that being said,
man had the TL with the abstract luxury wheels.
Ooh, yeah.
The Slam TL, the black VIP full built TL.
That's when the VIP scene was hitting hard at a show like that.
It was on the low like that
the
too.
The VIP scene been crazy though. Like they had wicked shows in Japan for the VIP scene.
But I mean over here,
yeah, for sure over here. But yo,
it's bigger where Jay is, right? Because it's easier to get the parts.
Yeah, it was Panda.
Shout to Phil. He said Panda Fest. Was that it?
No, that was when Marlon was talking about all the supers and all that. Nah, that wasn't
Panda
that.
Fest is something else.
That's a different one, I think.
This one was on the airstrip. What was it was like Clean Culture. Something. It was something like that.
Was it Clean Culture?
It was something like that.
It wasn't Clean Culture. It was nothing like that neither.
Oh man,
I'm bugging right now.
But I'm bugging because I feel like I'm old because it's like I can't remember it. But yo, I never forget some of the builds. Yo, there was a RX-7 group out there, but there was one guy who had the whole Ari Amenia kit on there with the Porsche headlights. Remember that? Oh my God. Then he pops his hood. He had the true 3-rotor in there. Let's go.
Yes.
Yo, you know another wicked build that we seen when we went to that dyno shootout. He had that 996 turbo Porsche there. Oh, you remember that one? So it was pulling out like 990.
Was that the red one?
That was the red one. That build. No, it was the 996.
1100 horsepower.
No, it was the 996. It was the red one. It wasn't 997.
Shout to my guy Parker.
No, the 997.
Shout to Parker.
Let's go, Parker. 997, and he puts out 1100 horsepower plus.
Yeah.
On the regular.
He dialed. That's the one that called up and got that tune. He got the tune from Motec.
Yo,
Motec sent him a tune right then and there. He threw it up to like what 1200, but I think the Supra beat him. The Supra was putting out 1500.
Oh man, that was a crazy.
And then then they talked about they're supposed to go take it outside.
Oh,
they're like get it off the rollers, just go outside.
So you know what I'm saying? That's the way it goes though.
But that Porsche would have wiped the floor.
I don't know, son.
That Porsche was fast.
No, I'm pretty sure it is, but you know. When it comes to muscle war, that Supra is like it's kind of It's like Mike Tyson. I don't know. It's a little different. It's a little different. I don't know.
Yo, you already said. So listen, I gotta say this one thing.
Let's go, Rally Radio.
There's a difference between Arnold Schwarzenegger going like this and really putting his hands up.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. The Supra puts the power
Mike Tyson
down.
beat the brakes off him. I'm sorry,
but that's what I'm trying to explain to you though. The Supra's like
the Supra ain't Mike.
Yes, it is. The Porsche is like Arnold. What are you talking about? What are you talking? We can put up numbers, but we can't get no power down. Come on.
SI, real quick.
Let's go.
You might want to ask Reeves about that. Paul, about that Supra. He could tell you in more detail about that Supra and how it can get smoked.
It could get work. I'm sorry.
Yo, listen, fam, it's not the car, it's the driver. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Ain't nothing to do with the car.
If it's one thing I know about them Porsches, though, they squat. Though.
Yo, one thing I know about them Supras, they don't play with nothing. They don't play with nothing. They don't. They don't. They don't play. They don't play.
I don't know. There's a sky blue Suzuki that got something else to say about that.
Mr. Softy.
There's a sky blue Suzuki that might have an issue with what you're saying.
A sky blue Suzuki what? Is that a bike or is that a car? What are we talking about?
No, the Suzuki Swift.
What?
Car. You never seen one.
All right.
See, that's how we know.
I know what a Suzuki Swift is. I know what that is, but y'all bugging,
nah,
y'all bugging, bro. Y'all
not
bugging.
the Swift, but I'm let me not speak out of turn because that's not me for the talk. I only know what I hear and what I've seen once or twice. Reeves can fix that.
So with that being said, then, right? If that's the case, what are you looking forward to when you go to a car show? And what, you know what I'm saying? Like now with car show season coming back, what are you looking forward to?
I like the uniqueness, right? Like you said, the dudes that had the slammed Mustang, right? Wide body at Import Fest. That was crazy.
Yo,
crazy. Never seen nothing like it before.
That was a wild bill.
And it was all sheet metal.
Right, because they didn't even paint it.
It was all metal.
It was all metal.
It was all metal. No fiberglass, no nothing. Metal.
Oof. Man. Oof.
That's
crazy. Still had the weld spots. They just rolled it out there.
I tell you what. I think that.
Remember the first time we went to Import Fest? Right? They had the Benz Sopra GTR out there.
Oh, outside though.
No, it was inside. It was the jet with the models leaning on it.
Oh, yo.
The dark gray GTR with the tiger stripes on it.
Yo, and that's the first time I ever really said to myself, would these chicks get off these or like I don't want to see you leaning on the car. Could you please walk over there so I get a decent picture?
Slide inside so I get a picture of the car, please.
So that Wreck Fest is crazy. Then which one? That's the one that's in the. It's always crazy, and that's the one in the convention center in Jersey.
Yeah, that's the one the convention center in Jersey.
Yeah, I was impressed. I seen a Altezza at that time.
Okay.
Super engine, full super engine, big turbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, he mad now. He is for yo, son. I gotta go. See the feelings, son.
I'm just saying, man. I hear that.
He's in the feelings.
Yo, what do we see? High Import Nights.
Oh,
Belmont Racetrack.
Yes.
Signal Auto had the GTR out there.
Hold up, because
with the flip-flop paint.
I don't think there's ever been a better street car than the Signal Auto GTR. I don't think so. I think there's only one, and it was what's the name? The Super with the 12 cylinder in it.
Man,
Smokey's
the gold drink, Smoking the Gotta jump.
Top Secret.
Yeah,
yes,
top secret jump off.
Super. Other than that, I have not seen a better street build from a company.
Nope. And they drove. They could drive it. You could drive it on the street, regular. Like what?
Name one. I'll wait. Name one.
Right. What else do we see?
And you
CTR
know,
Yellowbird.
And now better than the Signal Auto GTR.
I mean, a CTR Yellowbird. I don't know.
That's stock you talking about. Like,
yeah.
No,
that's a build though.
No, the Signal Auto one was built. As a matter of fact, by Signal Auto. That purple now, that change color purple, that was them, and it seemed like everybody want to do that to these GTR. I will digress. But that was the days of Turbo Magazine and the days where you got a chance to see
that was dead day. But was back in the olden days.
Yes. But with that being said, Ace, you already know what it is, man. We appreciate. As soon as we said it, I knew you was gonna call in. It wasn't Panda Fest though, because Marlon keeps saying Panda Fest. That couldn't have been it.
Nah, it wasn't Panda Fest. It was something else. It was. It wasn't Import Alliance. It had a complicated name. It was two-word name. It had two names. It was a two-word name. It was called. I remember that.
It's gonna.
So it was Wreckfest, bro. I'm telling you, that's what it was, bro.
Nah,
I remember.
It wasn't Wreckfest.
Yes, it was. I'm telling you.
Nah, it wasn't.
It
wasn't. So what was the last one? 2018?
It was something like that.
Can it be? First Class Fitment.
Was it
That's what it was.
First Class Fitment. That's
exactly what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah, we was over here.
Wow. We was like, huh? First Class Fitment. That's what it was.
First Class
Fitment.
Yo, my last one. The last one I went to, man had a 40th anniversary blue Supra sitting in the front. Wasn't even in the show.
Wasn't even in the show.
So I'm saying, man, you can't go wrong with one of those beauties, B.
And then not only that, right? And
remember you
a
beast.
Here this guy go, man. So you can't mention a Supra at the all right. That's we've had enough, man.
That's it. So I'm telling you.
Shout out to Marley. He said better than the Mines GTR.
That Mines GTR.
Yo, you know what though?
Yo, he sound like he was giving birth over there, bro.
Yo,
because that Mines one is reckless, bro.
The Mines one.
Yo, that Mines one is dangerous, bro.
Yo, it's so simple. The plain white with the green stripe and the Mines and script and the tail.
Bro. That's what I'm saying.
Black wheels. Oh,
it's dangerous. Bro.
Listen, you know what?
So
you know what?
Gorgeous.
You know what we're gonna do? I want everybody to submit in the GutterballRally community group.
Oh,
I want you to submit your best build, and we're gonna have our own bracket based on those cars and votes, and we will see what car is the greatest. So, with that being said, we're gonna create that because we've been dying to do that anyway. The bracket builds, that is what I'm telling you. That Mines GTR is a problem. That's a fact. Listen, I ain't knocking it. I ain't knocking
it. Yo, that R34, you know they built the R35.
If I had to choose,
the R34 is better.
If someone gave me with the keys in my hand and said pick either one, I'm probably gonna pick the Supra. I'm going Signal.
Signal.
I'll probably go Signal.
Son.
It's so iconic, kid. It's so iconic. It made everyone want to do that to their car. That color, they put that color in that car. Everybody was like, yo, how do I get it? I need to have it.
I can't front, man. It was a build, but we're gonna put them all against each other and see which build comes out on top. The top 10, and we're gonna have them battle. We're gonna set up the bracket.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna set up the bracket. With that being said, Ace, you know what it is. We're gonna finish strong, kid. The Tommy.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Here we go. Cax is right for North Dames.
Son, even the HKS R34, y'all forgot about that one. Ooh,
here we go.
What?
And we talking about here we go.
I'm telling you, son.
There we go. The Tommy. Shout to Clarence. He said the Tommy M Evo 5.2.
Oh, that one was wicked too, son. That was wicked, B.
Some bills outside. We're gonna talk about all of them too. We're gonna go. That would make a great car show. With that being said, we're gonna move it. We're gonna keep it pushing. Shout to Ace One for calling in.
Every time.
And don't forget, man, Import Fest, Dragons Town.
Yeah.
We got a couple things coming up.
Yes, sir.
And I know Cats
Import Fest and the Dragons Town, we gonna be rich. I love it.
With that being said too, Dragon's Tail will be in August.
Okay.
In August.
The beginning.
I like that.
We're gonna shoot for August. If that works for everybody, let us know. Because we definitely want to make sure that everybody who wants to go can go. We're gonna put out all the information.
I like that idea.
And there's also I want to go to the classic Hondas on the Dragon in October.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting. But we got a lot of things going on. Ace, you know what to do, my brother.
Yeah, man, tell management to stop playing. They forgot to buzz me. I gotta get back to that.
Copy that. We're gonna fill in, man. Management actually dropped a couple things around here, man. We got to get a schedule, a calendar going here because management seems to keep dropping the ball on that calendar. We're gonna get it rolling, man. You already know what to do. Yo, we gonna get back with you. We gonna finish strong, kid.
No doubt, fellas. Y'all be safe. Everybody be safe out there. Stay wheel side down. Let's go.
Let's go.
Rally Radio.
Rally Radio. Peace.
Word up. Peace.
Shout to Ace One. Shout to Hammond. Hammond tuned into the building. Said, what's up, y'all? We about to get up out of here in a minute. But before we do, we got a couple segments that we like to get through. And you know what? One of our favorites. Here, we go. Let's go.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
Let's go, man. You know, the Legends is very interesting, man, because again, it's not just an automobile. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a motorcycle. It's everything motorsports related. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's like we think about these times, and like we were just talking about earlier with Big J on the phone, like how to keep trying to close tracks and do what have you.
Yes.
You know, so I got a racetrack here, the Columbia Speedway in South Carolina.
The Columbia Speedway.
It's crazy. So another good oval track for the NASCAR, right? It started in 1951 and they closed it up in 1971.
Okay.
Man, a lot of great races went on here. And again, Richard Petty won about 7 races here. And it was a tough track. Yeah, absolutely. So it definitely was a tough track. And again, it's just another legend going, son, that you can't go back to. You can't go back to, you know, and it existed as a dirt track, and then they paved it over. And once they paved it over, 2 Grand National events went on over there.
Nice.
And it hosted like, if I'm not mistaken, 30,000 spectators. It was going down over there in that racetrack. So
damn.
It seemed like South Carolina got some tracks over there, huh?
They got a lot of land.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of land over there for racing.
Is this track still around?
It's around, but
unfortunately,
it's one of those where, you know,
it's covered with grass.
Not for nothing, to be honest, they're trying to bring it back a little bit though. But it hosts different events though. It's not like racing anymore though. So it's around. They using it, but not for the purpose we would like for it to be used in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I want to see some people actually drive on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like right now, they hold festivals there. Like, what are you doing?
When you say festival, what are we talking about here?
Like, something I don't even know. Just festivals. Like, what is that?
Shout to Marlon. He said management is dropping the ball on that calendar. We should be ashamed of ourselves, man, because I'm gonna tell you right now. We spoke to management the other day about S.I Shawn's sick time, and you know they actually said that they said that he has a whole bunch of it. I asked them how much I had. They said I was on the control list.
Damn.
I said, oh, what? So I don't know. Management doing their own thing. I guess it's working for right now, but I guess we're gonna make sure we get to it, man.
And you know what's crazy and cool about this track though? It's like in these certain states, they really was like they really was going and they really was with racing. Like it was great,
especially down in the South.
Yeah.
Especially in the South. That's why I always say when it come down to racing, it's like you New York racing is great and all of that, yeah. But at the end of the day, there's too much variables that you got to worry about. Down there, it ain't nothing like that.
Nah, it's not, man. But it's just a shame that these legends just go away. People just give them up. Like, man, like, and they got a lot of heritage and history attached to it. It's like, why delete that? Like, why delete it? And then now you're making festivals and concerts. Like, what?
Not even car shows. Maybe we should see if we could do something.
That's what I'm saying. I think what we need to do, we need to go visit all of these tracks, these abandoned tracks.
I love it. I love the idea.
Sound
what
like
about y'all?
To me.
What
like
do y'all
a rally
think?
To me, y'all.
Sound like a rally to.
Let's go.
With that being said,
Legends of Auto.
Let's
Real
go.
legends never die.
Because we always talk about cars that's going. What about the tracks that's going?
What about the engines that's taking?
Come on, son.
There's a lot of legends out there that are
It's a lot, B.
But it's great to be legendary. You already know how that goes.
It is, man. It is. To be a part of something with some real substance, like
which is the best part.
Factory, I could only imagine if a Supra had his time to get up on the track and what?
Wait. Oh, there it is. Oh, we got a caller.
Who we got
Rally
in the box?
Radio. Who we got in the box?
Yo, just checking in real quick from the road and all this rain and people really, really cannot drive.
Let's go, Dr. Phil. Of course not, son.
How do I have a whole V8 red truck sports car going around you and you're in an all-wheel drive RAV4? Like, nah, bro, stay in your lane.
Man,
this sounds like a driver's etiquette to me.
You're
kicking dirt. Let's go. What else you got?
Bro, like, I'm just trying to get home.
Let's go.
I just called because Pop said something that kind of
pinched the nerve. What happened?
Piqued my interest a little. Yeah, he said something about the New York racing scene. About how the New York, like down south, is they got less variables and stuff to worry about.
Absolutely.
I remind you, man. Look, New York was not always the cluster. I can't say that, it's a family show. the cluster F it is today.
You know what? We letting this slide today.
Yeah, we letting it fly.
We letting this slide today.
Because if you actually look at it, Long Island itself had so many different racetracks, circle tracks, dirt tracks, drag strips. There was Freeport, Islip,
Riverhead.
Yep. Bridgehampton.
He's right.
Let me see. There's another one too, and they were all on Long Island during the same era.
And now look at it.
And the same thing killed them as what killed them down south, man. People move next to the racetrack and don't do the research and realize, like, hey, I'm moving next to a racetrack, and then they have the nerve to complain about noise when they move next to a racetrack.
So it's funny you say that, right? I started looking into a lot of different tracks and the reason why they're closing.
They had tracks in Farmingdale. Carry on.
You know why they're closing?
Yeah.
And I thought this was crazy. The price of the land is going up.
Yeah.
The value of it. So a lot of those places have to pay taxes based on that value. So now it's to the point where the events they throw can't even cover the price of the taxes. That's so it's crazy how your land could, how I say, too rich for my blood. Can't even afford to keep it there. And this is why this comes from having events that we don't participate in. And and we can't do that. We gotta go. Gotta go. There's a
Nah, we do definitely support your local racetrack.
Support your local racetrack.
If you're a car head by any means.
There's an event going on with Mod the Fame. He has America versus the World. We will be there. And I believe it's in Maryland.
I will be at Honda Day from April 12th to the 14th. I don't even have a Honda.
He's
I'm gonna be there anyway.
That's what I'm talking about.
Where's Honda Day in April? Is it down south?
Honda Day's in Maryland, International Raceway.
Oh yeah, I'm going.
I'm going down there. My boy is racing. He got a little grudge match with his boy, 2 turbo Hondas that they racing to put together now, and they talking ish back and forth to each other. Now they both bad. And now they can't wait to get to the track.
Yeah,
I love it.
I love it too.
I love it. I love the grudge match.
Let's go.
Because the car don't even need to be fast. You willing it.
Turbo K24 versus Turbo F22 Blue Top.
Ooh,
it's interesting.
So wait. What cars are what cars?
An Accord and a swapped Integra.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't like each other for real.
Nah.
They're both bad.
They're
both bad at each other.
Well, look, let us know when y'all rolling out because we rolling too. April 12th to the 4th. You going all 3 days?
April 12th to the 14th. Yeah. I'm dipping out probably dipping out the Thursday night or the Friday morning.
Let me know.
And then April 12th to the 14th, that weekend.
Let us know. Dr. Phil, once again. Let us know.
No doubt.
Let us know what it is.
Yes, sir.
And watch out for these idiots, because even when I was driving and they was looking at the Type R just go by, I'm like, you got this big old SUV and you scared of this little raindrop, fam. They don't understand.
Yeah.
They don't understand. When we took the drive to the Dragon's Tail, we drove through a hurricane that created a tornado for us.
Yo, it was crazy, son.
And not for nothing, with no problem. We was like this. Excuse me.
Yo, we was like,
It was crazy. But yo, Phil,
crazy.
You already know what it is. We appreciate the call.
All day.
And not for nothing.
Finish up strong.
Finish up strong, and the 8 is sounding mean. I heard that gear down.
It is, though.
I just was quiet about it.
It is, though. Tell you, man, something about them V8s just get you going with a clutch in it.
Early. Shout to Dr. Phil. You already know what it is, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace.
All right,
yes, sir.
Peace. Later.
Shout
to Dr. Phil, man. I heard that. I was like,
son, it's something about an 8, man.
Son, I gotta.
It's something about an 8, man.
After I get that boost, I gotta.
But wait though, it's NA.
What? Hayabusa?
Oh no. You talking about that? I just talking about the V8.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, all right. That's all I'm saying. But even though the Hellcat supercharger got boost on it anyway.
With that being said, shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Shout out to everybody who rocked with us for the whole couple hours that we've been up here. We about to shut it down. We about to close it out strong. Shout out to Dr. Phil. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, paying attention. Don't forget, wherever you are, don't forget, drop a like, subscribe, share. We got a couple other things going on. We got some car shows coming up, some things we're going to be visiting. We're going to be putting some other little content out there. Got some other things popping up. Yes, the CRX is getting ready for the build, but we may have another build that we're going to be working on. Oh, we got another caller. We got to get out of here, though.
Get out of here in a minute, man. Who we got in the box?
Who we got in the box?
You already know it. Sean Parker the God.
Let's go, Parker. What it is? What's happening?
It's my guy, Parker. What it is?
Ain't not much, man. You know, I just came from riding with the guys. We went out to Long Island. You know, we went to the, we had fun at the firing range, and we were just talking about stuff like that. But other than that, it's a good day. It's a good day.
Wait, you was on a bike today?
You said what?
You was on a bike today?
Nah, we wanted to. Like, we pulled it out. We saw the rain, and we was like, nah, we just going to drive out.
Better than me, man.
I was saying the fact that you was gonna attempt it,
I ain't gonna front.
says volumes about Parker being a ride.
I'm telling you, man. You know, all right, carry on, Parker. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna end it strong for you guys. I'm gonna see if I can have a finish. But,
let's go.
For the last year, I've been looking at the. I think if I was to purchase my next vehicle, it'll definitely be the McLaren, the 750S. What you think about that?
Hello. I'll tell you what. Look, you get a McLaren 750S. Just please let Rally Radio be your first stop. You know
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Early. Can we get a
whoa?
Hold up.
Hold up.
That's a legend, bro.
Yeah. Only because like all of our family members, just like y'all, and I mean, like they retired and they got the Corvettes and they got the McLarens, and every time it's a family reunion, it's a car show. So I know that the next family reunion I go to, I gotta shoot you guys a video.
Yes,
it's just a lot of motivation, you know. So the way the McLarens is sitting there, and they get it, you know, like custom painted with the camo or with the snake skin. I'm like, yeah, I'm next up, you know.
Man, look, wherever you get McLaren money, just point me in that direction.
Nah, that's a whole fact.
Just point me in that. Yo, it's over there. All right,
he said it's over there.
That's all I need to know.
Man, listen, man. If you go to the supermarket and you see me packing bags at the end of the register, you know that's that McLaren money.
If you order from McDonald's and I bring it to you through Instacart or Uber, you already know what my plans are, right?
Factory.
Yes,
shout to my guy Parker.
Man. Yes,
shout to my guy Parker. He said I'm getting the 750. Yo,
yeah, I'm getting it.
And I believe it wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
son.
Let's go, make it happen.
Yo, how's that Grom holding up?
Now the Grom was when I purchased the Grom. Remember that was for the art
for the giveaway.
Right. But what happened was the adults said that that's an excellent gift, but it's a liability because if I was to give it to a child and they crashed, that would have been on me.
Damn, really?
You know. So what happened was I actually gave it to one of my close friends as a birthday gift, and he just hooked it up into a street bike. Yeah.
Damn, man, I thought we was friends, man.
Yeah, Parker, I feel left out, Parker. That's real right there, though. I respect that.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah, but we just went to the motorcycle dealership last week, and right now that Hayabusa 1300 2024 is looking beautiful, man.
Could you
Have you seen it yet?
Could you say that one more time, Parker? One more time, Parker.
2024 Hayabusa 1300.
Did you hear that? Did y'all hear that at home?
Damn. What color? Not the burnt orange and black.
Did y'all hear that?
Orange and black going for $30,000. Yes, sir.
That's the anniversary then.
Yes, that's the 24th anniversary version.
Exactly.
Son, I owe it to myself to own one of them.
Yeah.
Before they stop making them, because
it's coming.
Yeah. They keep saying they're gonna stop making it, but they keep on bringing something out, man.
Because they trying to pump them out as much as they can.
Sheesh, this guy.
Damn, I tried to get that one past him real quick. I tried to get it past him.
Yep.
Parker, he said they gotta pump what? All right, we threw a little, but I'm definitely looking at one. That Suzuki Hayabusa 1300 has always been on my radar. As long as I've been riding my motorcycle. When I got this 750, it got stolen. I bought the 1000.
Yeah.
I never forget. I rolled up on a Hayabusa at the light, and he was like, "Nah, you know they the same. You know they." And then we took off. We ain't the same. That bike is not the same.
It been different.
It don't handle turns.
Nah, it's not
as
really
good.
Nah, not nearly as good though, but it still could do his work. You know what I'm saying?
And I need one of them. I need me one of them.
Yeah, the only
might have to
thing
do the
is,
ZX14
like you said,
on.
it's not the bike, it's the driver, it's the rider.
It's a fact.
You know?
It's a fact.
Yeah. I mean, it's the rider to a point though. Like I said before, ride outside the limits of the bike, ride outside the limits of the road, ride outside the limits of yourself, and you definitely gonna put yourself on the ground. And it ain't no way about that.
You on your bike already, Shawn?
I can't hear you. Say that again.
What was the fastest you went on your bike already?
So he's gonna incriminate himself. Let's go. Come on.
He says he's gonna incriminate himself. So I'm gonna keep it a bean here. You know, this is a family show. We don't condone this by any means at all. So North 160. Yeah, that's
what you said.
Yeah, that's it.
Repeat that.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And north of it could be a Reynolds route. Yeah, north of that.
Repeat that.
Yeah. I ain't gonna front like, and you know when I do decide to ride the bike the way it's desired to, you figure out how much more power's up there. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. So
you realize that it's not struggling.
No more. Like it's like, oh man, it's like free. It feels like lighter up here. It's like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be at.
Yeah. So I'm saying,
yeah. Just wait until you get on that highway that's sticky, man. You're gonna get busy.
When it's hot,
you're gonna become one with that bike. You're gonna leave right in that tank, and nobody ain't gonna see you.
When it gets warm outside again, and the concrete is really at that great temperature, you just got to stay off them tar patches.
See, yeah, those I be mindful of those because it's sometimes I'm going to a turn a little hot and I see them. I'm like, yo, what's about to be the outcome of this?
He said he's
right
going
here?
in the turns hot. He's wilding.
Right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, the main thing as a rider, like when you see stuff like that, don't second guess, because that's when something happens. Don't slow down after something happens. Just ride with confidence and just take that turn.
Yo, that's all it comes down to. Because the one thing Bear once said, man, he's like, yo, once you commit,
you gotta go.
You gotta go.
You gotta
go. And I always keep that in mind. Like, you know what? This is here. You gotta make it happen.
Yep.
Factory.
Once you commit, that's it.
Once you commit, it's no backing out, son. It's it.
If you're gonna turn it. But don't get in the turn and then
I'm scared.
I'm gonna stand the bike straight up. No.
Yeah, that's it. No. And anywhere you look is where the bike is going. So if you need to make that turn and you look further than where the bike is going, and that bike is gonna go where your eyes is looking at.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's all. When you hit them turns and you pushing on that bar, beep beep.
Yeah.
Beep beep. It got to be at an angle where you. We ain't even gonna get into that part. Yeah. We ain't gonna. I know it's a lot of cats. They like this. Like, I don't know. Yeah, y'all ain't ready for that.
Yeah, man, you talking about the Dragon's Tail, man. I'm thinking about just putting the bike on back of the truck and then, and putting yours back and get a trailer. So we take the cars on the Dragon's Tail and then we get off and get on the bike and go.
Savage life. Ride out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Savage life. Like, yo.
It's a savage life.
Get on the Jixer and bang bang. And not for nothing. I just picked up a trunk bag.
Yeah.
A bag that goes on the trunk and it holds like 2 days of clothes. So I did that for a reason. Listen, fam. I'm telling you.
Damn.
Listen, I rode from South Carolina.
Yeah.
No, I rode from Myrtle Beach to Columbia, South Carolina through the 378.
Damn.
And I'm gonna tell you,
you're not even counting from New York out there. Damn.
Let me tell you, that ride is different out there. That ride is different because people see you flying, they get out your way. Out here, up here in the States, in New York, they be all in your way. Down there, they see you moving, they move to the right. They get out your way. It's a totally different vibe out there. Don't get me started because y'all gonna get me. I'm gonna get my wife already like she holding the spatula when I get home. Like,
and gear up and just tell your wife, just tell her, hey, listen, it ain't gutter rally until you get in the gutter, baby. That's it.
She gonna be like, she gonna be like, get in the gutter and stay there then.
Get in the gutter and stay there.
Yo, Parker, we gonna finish strong. We appreciate you for calling in, my guy. Yes. Don't forget, check out my guy Parker, man. Shawn C. Parker. SHAUN _ Parker.
PARKER. Yes, sir.
You already know the final greatest tattoo artist in NYC. You know what it is. Yo, Parker, we gonna get back with you.
Yeah, but next week I would definitely like for you guys to break down that McLaren. Yes,
oh
sir.
boy, we will. 750, we will, and specifically for you.
We're gonna do that.
Let's go
for sure.
All right, you guys stay blessed.
You
all
too.
Right.
All right, Parker.
Peace.
Later. Ah, man. Life as a tattoo artist got to be great.
So it has to be, son.
I am doing the wrong thing in life.
Clearly, we both.
I can't draw to save my life though. They'd be like, "Could you draw?" They see a stick figure.
That's all I got, fam.
500. With that being said, we're about to wrap it up over here, man. Shout out to everybody tuned in, paying attention. This is Rally Radio. It's the bearded one here.
S.I Shawn, baby. Let's go.
And you know where to find us when you're looking for all your automotive news, latest automotive news in the industry, and a lot of things going on up outside of here. But with that being said, we have reached the end of the show. We do have an understeer.
Oh, for real? I thought it was Mr. Ferrari man.
He was part one.
Okay.
Part two is
it's the understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Well, today's understeer is going to go to Stellantis because they have yet again screwed the pooch on these airbags. If you own any of the new Challenges, recall covers 2018 and 2021 Dodge Charger and Chrysler 300. Stellantis recalls 285,000 cars to replace side airbags that can explode and hurl shrapnel.
Dang.
I mean, they didn't learn the first time, and they went right back with these airbags again.
You know what? They knew about them, but they think like, we updated them, they good. No, that means there's a real defect with these things.
The recall covers airbag inflators on both sides of the Dodge Charger and Chrysler 300 large cars from 2018 to 2021 models. Now, if everybody knows, there was a recall on the airbags earlier where there was almost every other car due to the Takata airbags and also the inflators.
Oh,
so you think that they would learn because that was from 2004 on up to about 2018, 2015. But they not only that, they go with the same inflator, same airbag, and they have the same results. So with that being said, we don't get you for what you do. We get you for how you get caught doing it. So with that being said, y'all be careful out there with them Dodge Chargers and Chrysler 300s, man. Let's go.
It's the understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Just take the airbag out. You're going to slide it into a wall anyway.
So just take the airbag out.
With that being said, we reached the end of the show. You want to shout everybody who tuned in, who
throw some pillows in there.
Throw some pillows in there, bro. You'll be fine. Get grandma's old pillows with the plastic over. You ain't seen nobody die hitting one of them joints. But with that being said, we've here. Shout to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Shout to my guy Parker.
Let's go, Parker.
Shout to my guy Marlon.
Let's go.
Shout to Sly Fox for tuning in. We appreciate it. Shout to Clarence. Shout to Hammond. Shout to SP to Don.
Let's go.
Shout to Draco.
Yeah.
Shout to everybody who rocked with us. Shout to Dr. Phil. Ooh. Shout to Shadow Gamer.
Let's go.
Shout to DJ Official BOA. We appreciate him tuning in. Shout to my guy Green. Shout to Zoom for Zoom. Shout to Ant. We got a lot of people we shouting out, but most of all, we want to shout everybody who rocks and tunes in with us. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share. Let them know there's two guys out here that's dropping a lot of this automotive news and trends. And we would like to put out the APB that there's some people that we would love to interview with some builds. Send the builds to us. We would love to hear the story behind them. Don't forget the email address is GutterballRally@gmail.com. GutterballRally@gmail.com. Don't forget, send your build so we can see what we got going on. We'd love to bring you in the interview. But with that being said, you got any shout outs you want to give?
Man, I couldn't have said it better myself. But don't forget to share, like, subscribe, do what you got to do. Because like the Bearded One said, there's two guys out here and we making it happen, y'all. Let's go. We appreciate it.
Let's go. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in. So with that being said, until next week, we
are
out.
Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio.
Yeah.
The world of hip hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to plane. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The Bearded One, S.I Shawn, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.